Anthony, Ernest Stranger in the Scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Shows hosts Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie.
Controversial team. And Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy
Comment profanity-laced rap. Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
Yay! Pudding!
The greatest show on satellite radio today.
It's entertaining as fuck. How many people are screaming at their radios right now?
It doesn't get better than this.
It's just the stupidest, most fun. I can't get enough of this.
I would eat your poo.
Let's be honest with each other. No one's doing better radio than this.
We rule. Google it.
You're fucking right. Simple as that.
Fucking believe it. This is radio. Radio.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, let's do it. Monday morning. Good morning.
Hi, everybody. How was everyone's weekend? Good.
Your mic sucks.
What's the matter with it?
I don't know.
Is it really?
Yeah, very bassy, a little lower in the mix.
Yeah. You could always count on it being bassy. Get it? Count bassy.
Yuck.
Starts off the week with a bomb.
Actually didn't get it.
Yeah.
You don't hear that?
No. It actually just sounds like it always does, kind of. No? Well, bassy.
I can't tell the difference.
I can't tell the difference
If
right
it don't
now.
bother you, then actually, well, whatever.
I think it all
Something's
sounds a little,
different.
Something's different.
Yeah, something's different.
I noticed something's different.
I don't know why that has to be, but
It sounds a little fuzzy.
it does, right?
That's what someone's saying.
Mars.
There's some kind of distortion.
Oh, Mars.
A little, yeah, there's some distortion of some sort going on. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. The fuck do I know?
Hillary Swank.
Huh?
Ant looked at Hillary Swank.
Hillary Swank looking good in the paper today.
Good, she's fantastic.
Yeah, not looking bad in her bikini.
Very sexy.
Little bikini.
How was the weekend, you said? Nothing crazy?
Yeah, nothing crazy going on.
Basic weekends for everybody?
Basic. Watching some horrible television.
You watch golf?
Like that. No, I didn't watch golf. I hear it was a big to-do.
Well, we had another major, the last major of the year.
Last big fiesta of the year.
And Tiger kind of just was there once again.
Just watching.
And the story this year is, we joked about it, but now they're talking about how this was the year of the young guns.
The
The year of the young guns, as far as golf goes.
Up-and-comers, I guess.
A lot of up-and-comers playing very well. But this guy, Dustin Johnson, got so fucked yesterday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Another athlete getting just so fucked.
Yeah.
He's leading the tournament, one hole to go. He pars it, he wins. He bogeys, he goes into a playoff, okay? He ends up with a bogey, so now he's going to be in a three-way playoff for the PGA Championship.
For the biggie, right.
And just a little knowledge on Dustin Johnson. He was leading the U.S. Open, another major, by 3 strokes, I think it was, going into the final day, and shot an 81 and just had one of the worst collapses in recent memory as far as golf goes. So so here he has a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah.
And so he makes the bogey, 3-way tie for the playoff. Then the rules officials get involved. And
rules.
They were saying his second shot on the 18th hole, he was in some kind of sand trap.
Yeah.
But when you play golf, you know when you're in a sand trap. This course is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Unkept.
I saw like grass, but he hit it and sand came out.
Yeah, but you know when you play and you might be sort of on a car path or in an area of a golf course where there's no real grass. He was kind of in one of those areas. There's no rake. There's no real indication that it's a sand trap.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm hearing 2 things, Travis. Someone said he grounded his club, but I'm also hearing that the caddy put the bag in the sand trap.
Well, I know that he was penalized the 2 strokes because he grounded his club. That's the official.
Okay, so that's the official thing. So if you're in a sand trap, you can't ground your club. So they determined that this was indeed a sand trap.
And what is grounding your club for the layman?
Just kind of touching the ground.
You can't touch the ground?
When you're in a sand trap, no, you cannot. You can't really take practice swings while you're in the sand trap.
Right.
You know, so instead of being tied and going into the playoff, 2-stroke penalty, he doesn't get a chance to win the PGA Championship. So, and people were standing in this like area that, there it is right there, real fast.
It's supposed to. Yeah, that ain't a sand trap.
And now there's the official.
The official's talking to him. He's like,
you see how he just put the
boy.
tip of the club down on the sand? That's a stroke, believe it or not.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
"Got to stick to the rules here at Bushwood."
What did it look like? Just kind of like
Like dirt.
Just dirt.
Some kind of dirt where there was no grass or some shit.
So they fucked this guy Dustin Johnson, but now everyone knows his name today because it's a huge story as far as sports and golf goes. So
Bunch of snabs. Golf snabs.
So, yeah, 2-stroke penalty. He doesn't get a chance to win it.
Yeah, well, poor bastard.
So,
Poor bastard.
big news. Big news in golf.
Big news.
So we had this German win instead.
Yeah?
Kamen or something like that. What's his name?
Schnancy?
Yeah, Kamer, right. Martin Kamer wins the PGA Championship, so.
Good for him.
So that's that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, as opposed to, otherwise, I was just watching a lot of these stupid medical shows that I say I don't watch because I get the heebie-jeebies.
You end up watching them.
Like sometimes you're switching by and I watched this show with this woman that had a 200-pound tumor. She weighed 96 pounds, I swear to you, after it was removed. She weighed 96 pounds.
She was a 300-pound woman, basically? And then
It was 200 pounds of tumor. And then she was like emaciated when it was done, and they cut it out of her. And
where was it?
It was all over her back and then around her side to the front.
Oh, okay. Imagine if it was just hanging from her ear.
Oh,
a 200
snip. Done.
A 200-pound tumor from your earlobe.
It was so disgusting. Like, it was...
How do you get it out? How do you not go to the doctor at that point? I know a lot of us don't really like going to the doctor's office,
Jesus.
but when do you finally realize maybe I have a problem?
And she had a husband and a kid and everything, so you'd think they would be like, hey,
why don't you
gotta
get that tumor checked out?
You got a 200-pound tumor, or at least, 100-pound tumor when it gets to 100 pounds. But they showed these doctors, like, I guess when you get these things, veins and arteries just start growing to feed it. And they're cutting it, and you're just seeing blood squirting up. And I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah, why are you watching
I don't know. It was horrible. That, and then, of course, Hoarders is one of my favorites. Oh, my God, do I love the Hoarders shows. They were on last night. Mm-hmm. And it's just, they're all from the same mold. They fat people. They're just a lazy bums. They can't fucking get their shit out of their house.
Just collecting shit that means nothing.
It did nothing. And everything's important. And then the shrink's got to come over and coddle them. They got to coddle them and go, okay, we'll start with these pencils. The whole place is a fucking disaster area. And they got to start with these pencils. Yeah. Do you want to get rid of this?
Really?
It means a lot to me. My stress level's at a 10.
Then just throw the pencils out right in front of the person.
Yeah, just snap them and throw them at their face.
I think the therapists have more problems than the Hoarders.
Oh, believe me. They're all a bunch of kooks.
That you're willing to sit there and deal with that crap. You have to have a major problem.
The friggin' the Hoarders family... that's her tumor. Look, you can't even see. What is it?
That's her tumor?
Yeah, it's her back and her side. She's in a walker, so you can see her leg coming down.
You think
her entire back and side and front is covered with this
You think
tumor.
she had an achy back?
Oh, her back was achy.
You know how bad she must have smelled?
It looks like a huge potato.
Yeah, she does. She looks like a giant potato.
Just a giant potato.
Oh, with some rotting eyes on it.
That's disgusting.
Oh, her pussy must stink. You know how bad tumor pussy smells?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But they were able to remove that whole thing.
Yeah.
So where's her skin now?
Oh, they had to make some new skin from cadaver skin.
Oh, really?
They took cadaver skin and cut it into strips, and then they put these, like, perforations in it, and then pull it over her wounds, and then her skin kind of grows through it.
Right.
But, it just looks like she was beaten with a waffle iron.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
They show her face?
Well, they showed her
Did you show your face?
She was all...
No.
She looked thin as a pin, And then they showed it 2 years later or some shit, and she was big and fat. Like
Really?
She went and got big and fat.
Ew.
I know. Just
Well, maybe the stress of
that's
this
a
whole
Lori
thing made her eat.
whatever it is.
How do you sleep on a tumor?
Lori who?
You don't think she slept on her back?
No, you can't. Little feet would kick like a lamb.
Right.
That's her. Yeah, that's her after she had it removed. She's like 90 pounds.
Damn. What channel was this on for the peeps?
Oh, this was one of those friggin' Science Channel things, which is just turning into the medical freak show channel.
Who's that guy? Oh, her father. Okay, I hope she didn't have a husband.
All of the she does have a husband.
Somebody
Yes.
was fucking
and
her?
a kid. Yeah,
Well, maybe not at that point.
maybe not with the tumor.
How long did it take to
Maybe
grow?
they were just comfortable with each other.
It was like years to grow.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
And then
You think it started with a zit?
Dude, it has to start small. No one wakes up with a giant tumor.
Like a mole that's looking a little funny?
Oh God! Well, she said after that, about a few months after that, she had something growing on her.
Really?
I was all scared it was going to be that again.
And what was it,
Doctor just-
cancer?
Nah, doc just lopped it off.
Said, don't worry about
Don't
it.
sweat it. What are you doing?
Let me say hi to Tim in Maine. Tim, first call of the week. Make it good. Why would he?
Starts out with a bang. He was listening to the show.
Listen to himself.
Why did they do
There's
that?
no reason. None of them have anything to say. Once in a while, they get lucky and it's good. But I make a motion that we fucking unplug the phones or change the number.
Can't do a talk show without phone calls.
We talk to each other. It's okay. Let Danny
No,
go in there
you-
and call.
you can't
Sam,
do
call us from the next room.
You truly can't do a talk show without fucking phone calls. Jesus Christ, Tim. I know it's Monday and all, but
How
come
about
on.
Troy Kwan from the other room? You're on the line.
No wonder people pay people to have phony phone calls in. They feel like just phony phoners.
Hey, you listen to any other talk show out there, you don't have half the shit we deal with.
I know.
What's wrong with these people?
It's just amazing.
Did they just start listening to us or something?
I don't know.
It's bizarre.
You listen to your phone when you call in. Listen to what's in your phone, not the radio.
Right.
There's a delay.
Why would you use
dunce.
why would you use the radio to decide when you need to talk when you have the phone up to your ear?
Your phone's
I
up
don't
to your
get
ear.
it.
You hear hi, you're on the air, and then you go.
And
you wait. You wait.
lean over to look at the radio. Dopes.
Yeah. Says, but Ant, how will they hear themselves? Exactly. The more important thing is that they hear themselves.
Yeah, they want to be convinced that they're on the radio or something. I don't know, whatever. We're on a delay for you dummies out there that still haven't figured this out.
This show has to go into outer space first.
And then comes back around and
Takes a while.
whatever. I think the lawyers get a shot at it too.
Yeah, it's gonna run through their office.
I think
or
it goes
something.
upstairs before it goes to the satellite, then back down back to the lawyers to make sure they got it right, and then finally to your big rig. Speaking of medical shit, did you hear about I'm not sure if it was a woman or a guy, like it matters, thought he or she had lung cancer. Turned out to be a pea that was growing.
Oh God!
Somehow
Yeah, I heard about
they
that.
fucking inhaled a little pea, and a little pea tree was fucking growing in their lungs.
like a little viney thing.
Yeah, a little viney thing.
Yes.
Imagine thinking you got the lung cancer and that's a bad one, and then it turns out it's just a fucking pea
Wow.
growing in your fucking lung. That was last week. Do we have that story? There it is.
A
pea plant
bean sprout.
sprouts inside. Okay, it was a man's lung.
Guy had edamame growing in him.
Pea plant inside a man's lung. A 75-year-old man. Oh, fuck. 75-year-old man from Massachusetts was rushed to a hospital with a collapsed lung and came home with a surprising and unusual diagnosis that a pea plant was growing in his lung. Ron Svedin had been suffering from emphysema for months when his health condition deteriorated. He was bracing himself for a cancer diagnosis when x-rays revealed the growth of green vegetable in his lung.
How does that happen?
One of the first meals Svedin had in the hospital after surgery had peas for the vegetables. He just laughed and laughed to himself and ate them. The patient said the plant was about half an inch in size. Story continues, but you get the basics.
How does it get the
basics there?
You inhale it by mistake while you eat it.
nourishment to grow? You know, doesn't it need something that your lungs can't fucking give the plant?
I think your lungs are kind of moist, aren't they?
Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Cancer grows there fine.
Miracle
Dang.
soil.
I'm not breathing.
Didn't they used to sell miracle soil where you could like like
Miracle Grow.
Or not even that. What was the one thing you could grow plants in, like sponges and stuff?
Hydroponic garden.
I don't know. You didn't really need dirt, and you could get the plants growing.
Just grow it in a lung. Ugh. So much creepy medical shit going on.
This guy wants to yell at
Grosses
you
me
because
out.
the tumor story is old. Sorry that we brought it to your attention today. Rob, Garden City.
No, I'm not mad that it's old. I mean, if that's the first time you saw it, then that's the first time you saw it.
Well, and saw it on
I
TV.
saw a documentary on it last night, my friend. Why the bitterness?
No, I'm not upset. I'm just calling just to also tell you that I don't know if they said it in the documentary or not, but they also found like parts. They found molars inside the tumor. They found wads of hair, fingernails. It grows like weird parts of your body. They can like replicate,
Yeah.
A strands or whatever.
Yeah, that's weird. When you have some of these tumors, your body gets really confused and just decides, oh, you must be fucking growing a person. So here's some hair, here's some teeth. You figure it out. Just kind of throws it in the middle of the tumor. Yeah, I've heard that shit before.
I think that was a different tumor story, my friend.
I don't know. A lot of these tumors,
Oh,
I think,
really?
have that some of this shit in
No,
it.
I'm
Ed.
sorry. I was going to say the reason why she didn't leave her house for so long was because after she started having a massive tumor growing on her, started getting like agoraphobic and didn't want to leave the house. Like she became like couch ridden or bedridden or whatever, and then it just started like consuming her.
With an enabling husband.
My favorite fat stories are the ones where the woman, it's usually a woman, gets so fat that she's stuck to the couch.
That was one of the best ones.
The fat just decides to attach itself to the couch.
To the material.
How do you not leave a couch for a year or two?
She grew around her couch cushions like the trees grow around road signs.
Yeah. Who's enabling that? Who's feeding
People
that?
that just come by and shovel food into their mouths thinking they're doing the right thing.
Who's wiping that?
Same thing with the stupid hoarders. Same goddamn thing. The enabling that goes on. It's okay, yeah. And then there's the husband, miserable, stepping over shit, like trying to fucking find the microwave oven. It's under stuff and not just just belting her in the mouth.
She can't help it, She's sick,
Who's the bigger problem?
She is.
She or he?
She is.
She is.
But every guy in that situation is a pussy whipped asshole to not just say, "Get the fuck out of here," while she's sleeping. Throw everything out the windows.
Oh, you think there'd be
I throw shit out the windows and let her lose her fucking mind.
And in the end, what will really happen? She'll lose her mind for a little bit, and then what?
Yeah.
She'll just go back to collecting garbage again.
And then she just keeps coming back from the thrift store.
With
She
shit?
kept going to the thrift store and buying just garbage. I can't take the fucking hoarders.
Here's a guy that had one of those giant tumors removed, Anthony.
Oh, God.
Bob, Long Island.
Hey, guys, how we doing this morning?
Pretty good. It's Monday,
I know. Listen, I had a 179-pound tumor removed from me. I know what it's like. The exact medical term, though, is called a wife. But I tell you, it's great. I got rid of it. Wow, what an experience. I'm really feeling better.
Well, dude, were you close to death? What I could hear half of what you said.
Oh, I said the 179-pound tumor. That was
I heard you.
all right.
Shut up. I knew that was coming.
Of course I did.
Oh, it was perfect.
There's no, of course.
He was so eager to tell you again because it was so funny the first time. Holy shit. Hey, my wife, huh? Let me tell you, a tumor.
Should have taken her on vacation somewhere she's never been, like the kitchen. Yeah.
That old gag. Let's say hi to John in Ohio. John.
Hit her, Jan.
Hey, good morning, fellas. How are you?
Good, man.
Good. Hey, I was going to tell you about, when people get tumors, like you were saying, it develops its own blood supply, and then it just sucks all the nutrients out of your body, so you get really emaciated or skinny.
Yeah.
So then what happens is you get it taken off, and you're used to eating a certain way, then all of a sudden you're getting the nutrients back, so you get fat again.
Really?
How about that?
Are you a nurse or something?
Yeah, what are you?
Yeah, I'm a nurse.
All right, faggot.
Why aren't you a doctor?
Well, I thought about it. I took me
Women are nurses. Guys are doctors.
What are you doing? You're fruity.
No, I'm not.
Do you wear little nurse shoes?
Yeah.
And the nurse bonnet?
Do you wear the hat with the red cross on it and give enemas?
Black stripes.
Are you the angel of death at least? Do you
Yeah.
smother some bitches every once in a while?
there's some people you'd like to be.
Yeah, no
you know?
kidding, right?
So anyway, but look this up on Google. That tumors that have teeth and hair are called a teratoma.
Teratoma.
And, yeah, look up the images of that, man. It's freakier than hell.
Oh, they have like eyes in them, right, and hair growing in them. Those
Mostly hair and
teratomas?
teeth.
Some of them have eyes. A lot of
Oh,
them
they do? Some have eyes? I'm
Oh,
sorry.
God, look at this. They got a little arm on it.
Teratoma. Wow, that's pretty cool, man.
and they check the chromosome studies on them. They have like XX and Y chromosome or some kind of shit like that.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah, we're Google imaging that. Pretty cool.
Oh, God damn it. That is so fucking disgusting.
Is that molars? We just found one with molars.
It's got good teeth. Nice smile.
Yeah, it is, like Quado.
You like a tumor to have a nice smile.
Tumor.
Show me another good one, man. Well, what's that butt all about?
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, my God. What the fuck? Where's the ass?
Ew.
This woman who has a tattoo where her ass should be, but there's no split where her ass is. What does she go do?
tattoo?
I mean, a tumor, a tattoo. I'm tired.
Oh, she's got a tramp bump.
Yeah, but her ass crack is gone.
Yeah.
That's
There's nothing
fucked up.
there.
What, did it just fucking grow across the whole ass?
Maybe that's not a tumor. Maybe that's all the duty building up. She's duty building up.
What is that on vagina? What's on the vagina? Ew, there's something going on down there. Like it's got teeth or something.
Ew, a pussy has a teeth.
What the fuck is that, man?
That's wild.
I'll come in for sex in a second. I'm going to go brush my pussy. I'm going to go floss her vag.
Yeah, long-time listener, your mics sound like shit today. I'm telling you, these mics really sound bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what changed over the weekend.
I'm used to it now.
Yeah, I'm used to it as well, but...
You know, I understand how someone could be a hoarder. Like, I was cleaning up because Keith was over, him and Angie are going to do some stuff in my apartment. And they looked in my closet, and Keith laughed and took a picture, like, what an ass I am for saving, like, I have all these cords. But I'm like, fuck it, he's right. I'm wasting a lot of space. And I realize how hard it is to throw shit out, man. It's like, you just want to say, like, I might. You never get. I had 4 empty fucking iPhone boxes.
Why were you hoarding those?
An excellent question, I said to myself, and I threw them out. What are you doing? An old BlackBerry box? I'm like, you're never going to use this.
Yeah.
Why did you have them?
Dude, I don't know. You put them away in case, like, you got to take it back. You get a box, like, for the first couple weeks.
Right.
But then I'm like, what am I doing?
Then after a while, yeah, it's like, what the fuck?
I'm the other way. I throw, like, when I get a new phone, I throw half the shit away.
Oh, you know, the cords that don't look like you need them?
Yes. No, so I'm like, oh, fuck, I need that cord. No joke. I really do that.
You're better off being that way.
Yeah. Well, it comes from moving a lot. You never moved a lot, right?
No, we moved maybe once in my life.
See, when you move a lot, you have no choice because you're too poor to fucking haul all your shit from one city to the other. You have to throw stuff away. You have to make some split-second decisions on the front lawn.
Yeah.
As you're loading a U-Haul.
Yeah, I guess you don't get as attached to the stuff.
No.
You get attached to the stuff, actually?
But it's not like a conscious attachment, but you're like, it's just there. It's like,
What else did you find yesterday that you realized you were saving?
It literally
no
just
good
towels.
reason?
Towels I never used. I threw out. Like, it was I brought some stuff in if the guys want like colognes, like 20 different bottles of cologne. They're good colognes, but I don't wear them. I'm like, you haven't worn this in a fucking year. Give it to somebody.
Wow, you're borderline hoarder.
But I'm not. Like, you don't realize it. It's like I'm not that attached to them.
You got a lot of stuff in your apartment, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's why I'm throwing stuff out and just
stuff.
putting stuff in the closets. I'm just
His apartment's a bit crowded.
a bit, but it's not that bad. It's better now. Like I spent because my girlfriend had a big fight the other night, so I worked till Sunday morning at 10 o'clock.
You do realize you say that a lot, right?
Oh yeah, it's awful.
Okay. I want to make sure it wasn't some kind of deja vu that I'm going through.
No.
Okay.
So until 10 o'clock Sunday morning, I was just cleaning out my closet. Like Eminem was inspiring me.
Yeah, cleaning out your closet.
And I went to bed. I slept till 9 o'clock last night. I just slept all day.
I find myself in mine a lot.
Yeah. There's a little bit of hay for me to sleep.
What was the fight about?
It's just a build-up. You know how it is. It's just one of those
But it
things.
can't be
And
a
the
build-up if you're fighting
steam
a
has
lot.
to.
Yeah, man.
The old steam purge.
Yeah, they're never about anything.
Important.
Honestly, no.
No.
I got a text, and she was. I'm driving with one hand, and I'm trying to call my garage. To open the door because it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and they won't open the door unless you call or ring the bell. So I'm calling, and a text came through, and so I'm like, you drive with one hand, and I'm swiping it, and the text popped up, and I swipe back the other way, and I'm annoyed because I'm trying to get to my phone, and she thought I was trying to hide the text.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, well, who's texting at 2:30? And she kind of asked me, and it just annoyed me that she asked me. And so I was like, what are you asking me for that? Like, why? Like, I don't ask you who's texting you. Like, normally it wouldn't have cared that much.
Yeah.
But she says like 2:30 in the morning. It's like, it's a Friday night, first of all. I'm a comic.
I'm up.
Yeah. And everybody I know is fucking from they're entertainers from the West Coast, you know, whatever. And it was a friend, but it wasn't anything inappropriate. But it just annoyed me that she asked. And then it became this thing where I was, fuck you, I'm not telling you, mind your business. Like, it was just so annoying.
How many hours was the fight?
I haven't talked to her. She wound up leaving that night.
Wow.
She came back the next day, Saturday, and we were talking. We just started arguing more. And I probably would have told her. She just wasn't, like, continuing with it. But the fight just kept going. And so, like, you know, so she
A little
left.
too accusatory.
Yeah, it's really weird, man.
Those text things.
And I could say it now, but
Wow.
if she hears this, I don't want her to have the satisfaction of knowing who it was. Person knows who they are.
Jesus.
But it
Wow.
But it was almost like if she had asked me, like, said, hey, what is, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah.
It really would not have been, you know. Mm-hmm. But it's like just the accusing shit kind of annoyed me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you want?
Happens a lot with people, couples, and texts. Always looking over, kind of, what's going on? Who is that? Who cares?
It's a privacy. It's really weird with me. It's like, literally, it's not like, oh, God, don't. But I don't want to see who's texting her either. And it's not even, it's like I want to, but it's like once you get into that, you're in a possessive, obsessive thing. And that's really a fucking unhealthy place to be.
Yeah. Who was that? What'd they want? Well, yeah.
Got to have a little trust, right, Jimmy?
Dude, I've been so untrustworthy in a lot of relationships. So I'm not saying that my girlfriend's crazy to suspect. But she didn't just say, look, I know it's kind of, can I just ask you who it was? It's bugging me. That makes a huge difference between that and fucking, you know, what are you trying to hide? Like, you know what I mean? It's like then all of a sudden you're on the defensive. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
Someone texts, you're all of a sudden on the defensive.
it's like, what do you, it's like I'm a comic. I'm not a fucking, I'm like you act like 2:30 in the morning. You act like I'm a lawyer. It's Tuesday night. It's like it's a Friday night. I'm a comedian. My friend's up on the 11:30 on the West Coast. I got a text from David Tell last night, this is not the one we were fighting about. Attell was texting me at fucking 2:27 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, hey, sorry, I know you have to get up, but it's like the comics I know are all awake. I got the picture of his cock. It was nice. He sent it. He's a good boy.
I know. I have a couple of texts that were very late to James.
Happens.
Happens.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like if someone asks you something, it's so much
It's the way
less
they ask.
angering. Yeah, man, because then all of a
Sometimes
sudden,
it's just the way they ask. You know what I mean?
and it's almost like then you get mad at me and say, well, oh, what you got to prove something now? But it's like in a way, yeah, it's like we're not a married couple for 20 years. I don't want to behave like that. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to start falling into that.
So it's been a couple days.
We talked yesterday morning, but it was a big argument, man. And it's like, we'll see what happens.
Wow.
I don't even know what's going to happen, but whatever. I mean,
That big? Like,
yeah.
ooh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That happens.
You know, it happens.
You know, we were okay without each other before. I mean, I don't know what I want to happen. Honestly, I don't think she does either. It's okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Come
You'll
on.
work it out.
Oh, come on, guys. But anyway, I brought it. That motivated me to clean up my
Well, let's
closet.
see the shit you brought in, man.
Well, you kind of got it right. Some of it was good.
I know I bring in shit for the guys as well.
Drakkar.
I'm not stupid.
Well, who wears? Do any of the guys wear cologne? I don't even know if these guys wear cologne.
I wear cologne. Let me see what you got, Jimmy.
All right.
Cologne. Wow.
Most of them have the boxes.
You're classy.
I don't think the younger guys wear cologne, do they?
I don't know. I have a couple.
Seriously, I want to know the answer to that. Do younger guys wear cologne?
Some
Like when we
do.
were growing up, man, cologne was kind of important. I don't know if it's as important nowadays.
This one is not a great one. It's called Riverside Drive.
No, it isn't.
It is. I don't think that's a great one.
Wait, throw it over here.
Yeah, no, I can't. You got the. Can you hand it over there?
Who cares if it breaks?
No, you don't want to break that. I don't know if it's.
Not in here. Oh, and it's got a little NYC logo on there, and
Yeah, someone
at
got me
that.
that 'cause I thought it was cool. I only have a couple. These are ones that don't have any.
Put it on paper, Jimmy. This is what they do at Macy's.
oh,
Wait, I have a couple that are loose.
I'll start getting fucking nauseous if there's too much smell in
I
here.
don't know. It smells like
Oh.
a cheap version of Abercrombie and Fitch.
I have that too.
I don't know. You know what we should do?
What?
Take all your colognes and take like
Can we spray?
E-Rock.
Can we spray someone really bad and make them walk around the rest of the day with their your
No,
shitty
they'll
cologne?
stink every time they come in here.
It's
cares?
expensive. A lot of it. It's expensive cologne though. These are all. None of these are terrible colognes.
This is not bad, actually. I might take this one.
Okay, keep it.
No, I'm
No,
not
no.
taking your cologne. That was a joke. I can
Did you hand
afford
that
my
to-
own cologne.
No, but it's not, dude.
Give it to the guys. Maybe
This
maybe
is
they want
literally.
one of these.
This is literally 80% full, and it smells good. And it's not that this is bad cologne. I have like these ruts I get into. I have like 40 colognes, and I brought in like 20 that I haven't used. These are not shit colognes. This one is here's a good one.
Dude,
Fucking Gucci. It's an
Gucci.
unused Gucci cologne.
Can I?
here's what we do.
Look, wait, let me try that one.
Take the
again.
fucking things, go into the bathroom with E-Rock, set them up on the counter with some paper towels and a little basket, and see how much fucking money he makes. See how much fucking money he makes. Extorting money out of the fucking Sirius staff. How great would that be?
Oops. Oops.
It would be good if Black Earl was still here to do
Dude,
it.
that's funny.
Let me smell the other ones.
God damn.
Here's that one is a good one. Now this one is pretty good. It's called Rojas.
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 Oh, that sounds manly. Whoa, it's shaped like a butt plug.
Yeah, pass that to Ope. That's not bad either, man. That's actually a
How the
cone.
fuck you put that one on your counter?
No, you have this, dude. It looks like a cone upside down. It looks like a little cone upside down,
It does look.
and it goes into something.
It looks like a carrot.
Your ass.
Like a
Denny's right.
carrot.
You could so shove that up your
Oh,
asshole.
please, could.
Smell the bottom.
This one's horseshit.
It's not. No, it's not.
I
If
like that one.
you smell it on the paper, it's not good. But I've worn it. It's good.
Oops.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
And who likes Curve
I
cologne?
started my own bit today. Oops.
No.
Anybody like Curve?
Oops. Curve is good shit.
Oh, it's yours. It's yours.
I don't.
Curve is good shit. I'm serious.
I know it is. I just don't wear it. It's almost a full bottle of Curve.
Someone should grab that. I used to wear Curve.
Great stuff.
That's some
Where
good
did you
stuff.
get all this?
I buy it when I'm on the road. A lot of times I'm on the road. It's like a compulsive thing. It's like I'll be in a store and I'll see I have like
All right.
antique. Give me that. I have like
Give him the butt plug back.
I have like a bunch that are you buy. I'm like, oh, that smells really good. I'll buy one or two when I'm out. It's like a little stupid thing I like to do, but then you don't realize that when you're home, you get caught up wearing one or two really good ones. And there's probably like 4 that I wear in rotation. So I kept like 20 that I really like. But I like this, and Curve is good. There's a
Curve
lot of
is
great
really-
ones. I
And the
just don't
rest
wear
just
them.
Curve's a
kinda
good
sit
one.
there.
They're all good.
Yeah.
These are ones I haven't worn in a year, the ones I'm bringing in. But I thought the guys might want some because fucking if they wear cologne, if the chicks like them in cologne.
Sure.
You got any high karate?
No, I don't wear that fucking.
I want high karate.
I don't wear that that shitty stuff.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. What happened?
Get me something.
What you want a cock?
What happened?
Someone fucking chews on the pen. Oh my god, I'm so fucking grossed out.
And what happened?
I gotta explain.
My
this
love, what
properly.
did you do?
So someone chews on this pen, right?
Yeah.
Now I know when you're sharing pens around the workplace, you're gonna get a pen that's chewed on, but usually you can work around it. So I'm listening to Jimmy. So I decide to like go like this. What? I'm unscrewing the pen.
Unscrewing the pen.
Just a nervous little thing I was just doing, right?
Yeah.
And someone's fucking saliva pours out of this fucking thing.
Fucking A.
Who wants
Come
to
on.
smell my thumb right
No,
now?
get the fuck
Who
outta
want-
here.
Who wants?
E-Rock.
Smell my thumb.
Smell his thumb. Smell his thumb.
Go away.
Oh my god! Get me something.
Do you smell breath on it?
Oh, it's horrendous. Oh my god! Here you
Who
got.
does
you gotta
that?
Smell
No, get it away. Get it away. Get it away.
Dude, I'm sitting there listening to Jimmy talk about the cologne. I'm listening to you talk about the cologne, and I just kind of unscrew the fucking pen up. You know, I'm just sitting here enjoying the conversation. And also, I'm like, why is my thumb getting really moist right now? Fucking saliva just pouring out of this goddamn pen.
So someone's chewing on a pen and
Oh
it's
my
just
God, give me
dripping
some
into the
soap.
pen.
It smells like whose fucking pen? Whose pen is that? Who chews on the pen?
I don't chew on pens.
Who chews on the pen?
I do a lot of
E-Rock.
weird
Oh,
shit.
you already
but-
cleaned it.
Pens.
I do a lot of weird shit, but I don't chew on fucking pens.
What happened?
What?
The Purell machine's right there.
No,
Oh,
I got
you just
my
got
own.
some.
Yeah, I got some, and I'm fucking.
God damn.
Sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean
buddy.
to like take away from what you're
Dude,
doing.
please.
Here,
That's
but-
my,
also, I'm
if I
sitting.
smelled spit on my thumb, I'd do the same thing.
But I'm sitting there like, why is my fucking thumb getting moist as I hold this pen? All right. I still got to go fucking clean my hands, but whatever.
Why don't you spray some cologne on them? That'll smell better.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Give me the curve. Oh my
Plenty
god,
of
it's still
cologne.
on my fucking thumb. Anyway,
Wow,
what else
that is
besides?
really rude.
What is that? It's like a snow globe.
This is really good. I think that
They're
smells.
very unique packaging there, Jimmy.
I think this is good. Could you give this to Gregorio? I don't know what that's
I
called.
don't even know how to open that.
Yeah, I do. I just
Does look like a snow globe.
It is a snow globe.
By the way, this is the Abercrombie cologne you mentioned.
Oh,
Ooh. What do you rub it on your abs?
Oh, it smells good.
dude, this doesn't smell like anything.
I think sometimes they lose potency.
Spray it on the pens.
Yeah, this one you could throw away. I think. I don't think it smells like it. Oh, Mont Blanc.
Mont Blanc.
It's gone bad.
I don't
No,
know.
it's-
It doesn't smell like anything. All the cologne we're spraying in here, though. Who knows at this point?
Yeah, I can smell it. It's good.
Yeah.
And Abercrombie.
Abercrombie's good.
Abercrombie.
Did you even use that?
Oh, yeah, I've used all of them. I put that on the road.
The Curve and the Abercrombie. Some of these young gunslingers should bring that home with them.
Fahrenheit, a brand one, which E-Rock's dad gave me, which is nice, but I just don't wear it.
Dior.
Yeah, I don't wear it. Lacoste, a Lacoste one, which is kind of a cheaper one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a cologne guy. I'm I'm a little speed stick. Little speed stick.
You don't cologne up for the big dates?
Nah, I use my Caress soap.
You never
in
take
the
a-
shower, and then a little speed stick under the arms.
Oh, yeah.
And
You never
maybe
take
a little
a-
hair gel.
You never take a Puerto Rican shower? Oh, sorry.
No.
Sorry, Mars.
Oh shit.
Oh, Mars. I'm
Mars
sorry.
just calls it a shower.
A little Hermes.
Oh,
You got mace?
Hermes.
Oh.
Hermes.
Half the shit you could use as mace.
you got a fuckload of
Yeah.
cologne in that bag.
We're discovering that you really are a hoarder.
I think you're hoarding
I got a
little
Polo
bit.
Sport and Aqua di Giorgio by Armani.
You
They're all
got
good.
Aqua Velva.
No, it's yours. Here you go, sweetie. Brand new. It's not used. There's nothing wrong with it.
Why would you give it to him before me? I'm kidding.
Because he
Steve.
walks in
I
and
don't
out
need-
wearing whatever cologne he is. It's cum. Sorry. Kenneth Cole is good. Whatever.
I fucking do Kenneth Cole.
Well, pass that
Do
to
you
my
do?
love.
Do you do the black?
I think that's black.
Kenneth Cole black?
I have no idea.
I kind of know a little too much about this shit, I guess. This one's leaking though.
No, it's not.
Oh shit!
I'm just trying to get it out.
It's
No,
out.
it's going all over, everywhere.
And
Don't want to get my sandwich.
some more Lacoste.
Look at
This is okay. This is not.
You got any Stetson? Some recommendations here. Stetson, Jim. That's a good one.
Danny, if you want one, you can take one. You're not a cologne guy?
Smelling.
Huh? You don't do cologne, Danny?
I haven't in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll throw them out if nobody wants. I don't care. And Boss, a little bit of Boss.
Oh, Voss. Boss, that comes in a ball.
Yes.
It's unique.
Marge, which one are you picking? I want to know what the Latinos
How
use
much
these
money would
days.
you say you went through in cologne?
This is probably
$1,000?
$1,000 worth. Yeah.
Holy mother
Look
of
how many he's
Jesus.
got. That's got to be at least 1,000.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I don't buy them at once like a site. Look at this stuff.
I
This
know,
is good
but
stuff.
this
Fucking
is
Marc
like-
Jacobs.
Ant's on to something. We should get
These
all
are
this in the
all
bathroom
full.
today.
Yeah, it should all be set up in the bathroom.
Or you could sell them on the street right now.
and just fucking.
With all the fucking zeros walking around,
That's very-
walking around this time of the
Nobody would
day.
buy them.
No one's gonna buy fucking cologne.
How
on
much
the
you want to bet?
street.
Get me an intern with a big
They're gonna
fucking
think it's
sign
piss.
that says used colognes for sale. $10. How much? $10 per. I bet you sell some right now
Polo
on the
black.
street. There's the Polo black.
Uh,
Black,
There's an Armani thing here.
Number. Whoa.
I bought this song, Alfred Sung. It's a woman's perfume. But you know who wears this and smells good? Is Dennis from the Bunny Ranch. Always smells good. I'm like, what is that you're wearing? And he goes, it's Sung, but it's for women. And he wears it because women like it. And
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
probably
dude, he
rubs
smells.
off on him when he's banging all the fucking
Yeah, no
newbies that
kidding.
come
He
in.
smells really good.
Let me
Dennis Hoff
smell.
smells great.
Let me smell.
This is just a cologne smorgasbord.
Yeah, that doesn't
Oh
smell
yeah,
as good.
it's a little chicky.
Yeah, I just rubbed it on
little chicky.
myself.
Oh, I don't know.
Wow, okay,
I
that
don't
was
know, dude.
That might be
I
worn
just
out
got
too.
nailed with some like major fucking cologne.
It smells very good on Huff.
But
I'm
this
telling
is a chick's cologne.
It's perfume. It's the only one I have
Or
that's perfume.
whatever.
But he wears it just because girls like it. I think that's
Damn.
almost all I got. I got one more.
I like Electric Shave.
Cartier.
Cartier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's good stuff, too. Oops.
Real good stuff. You just broke the top.
The little atomizer came off in Jimmy's little hand.
I didn't know what happened, Anthony.
I know, you got scared.
Oh, this is one. I should keep this one.
Wait, someone's saying you are displaying signs of a suicide victim. What does that mean?
First of all, why? Because I'm going to go kill a Craigslist hooker?
Yeah, that guy killed himself in jail over the weekend, huh?
Why do you say that? Who said that?
The Craigslist hooker guy, yeah, he killed himself.
Who said I'm showing
in
signs
jail
of a
in
suicide
Boston
person?
over the
what
weekend?
does
But
that
we got Richard in St. Louis. Richard.
Hey, Obi, yeah, I'm starting to worry about Jimmy. He's just now getting out of a relationship, and he's starting to give away all of his possessions. Those are two classic signs.
Oh,
I think he's getting out of a relationship.
I don't know if we're going
They had
to
a tiff.
He's going with basic signs.
Yeah.
I got you now.
That's
All right.
silly. But who wants my signed Sabbath
Very
stuff?
good. Imagine, yeah, you
No,
come
you
in
don't-
with that shit, then I would believe.
No, dude, I actually kept about 20 of these. This is excessive. And the fact that I have so many,
He's starting to give away all of his.
he's listening to himself.
Oh, my
We're trying to continue to talk
Just
to
hang
you.
up on him.
Nah,
These
fuck
guys
him.
are
What is
funny.
wrong with people?
The Cartier I may keep. Actually, there's one I like. It's actually not bad.
Looks like a hoarder. I'm
Yeah,
you
but
know
I'm
what?
giving away
Fun.
all of them. I don't.
No, you're itching. You're gonna take half of them back now.
Dude, they're all pretty good. They're all good, except the ones I kept at home are the ones I wear. Fucking.
I would take the Kenneth Cole. I would take Curve is. I haven't done Curve in years.
It's a full bottle of Curve.
Curve. I want to remember what it smells like.
Yeah, this is in a.
And then the Abercrombie, even though it's for.
And
you ever smell Curve in?
Anything else? I have sensory overload in my
It
olfactory.
really does smell like a Macy's. In
You know what you need
Yeah.
though, bro? You need
What do
fucking.
you mean, Dan?
You need.
Well,
No, you need to smell coffee beans now in between it. It won't smell good on the napkin.
They'll smell all right.
oh,
though.
wow.
They're too strong.
I don't know.
It's so much.
I don't know if
floating
I-
in the air. It's gone. It's
Yeah,
a
it's too
lost
much.
cause.
I don't know if I like Curve anymore.
It is a lost
It's
cause.
okay.
Oh, you want this thing?
Yeah. Put that on. I always keep the box.
Look at him. Yeah. Put it on.
No, that's the little thing that keeps it from spraying in the thing.
But I thought you were done with.
I
your
am. I'm going to
clothes.
give it away, but I don't want to give it away and have it spray on somebody. These things, I travel with them, so
I guarantee you could sell these
tasting
on
this now.
on the street in Times Square right now.
I keep the boxes because I travel with them, so you can't travel with a loose cologne in your fucking suitcase. It'll spill. You put it in the box and you wrap
See?
a sock around it. This way it doesn't spill all over your
Remember
luggage.
we were talking?
Ooh,
I
you're
throw all
smart.
that shit away.
No, I never do because I've learned the hard
I have
way.
to.
I travel with things carefully. I don't want to open up my underwear and
You know
have.
what? Put all your colognes back in a box.
I'm
You're gonna need
smell
these.
like cologne now.
No, I'll never need them. Dude, I got too
Nice.
many.
Like a bunch
I got a
of
whole
them.
shelf of them.
What is this guy doing?
We got a sign. What do you want it to say exactly?
Where are we going to do it?
You want to do it outside? Just
Do it outside real fast. Before
Real
the
colognes.
before the real people are walking around Manhattan.
Yeah.
There are people that would love a bargain right now. Just use colognes, $10 a bottle.
These are real cologne. Yes, these are real.
No, they could smell them even.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone's going to buy this.
I guarantee someone's gonna buy it.
But they're going to think it's like fucking just water or piss.
It's
or
really
fucking-
not.
No, they could smell it. They could spray and smell.
Yeah.
And I have a little speaker system here. I don't know if anybody wants it. It's not that great. It's an MP3. It's the Sentry speaker system.
yeah.
me see that?
You
So I can describe it better?
what did you put your iPhone or?
Yeah, I probably got that as a gift, on, like at a festival, or I bought it. I bought a lot of speakers for the road. Like,
all right, let
for
me
my-
describe this for everybody.
Oh no!
No, don't break it. I want to give it away.
No, it's in the garbage.
But I want to give it to people. It's,
All right, here.
don't break the stuff.
Here's your speaker system. You fucking.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I don't know. Wait.
It's not broken.
Okay. I don't know if it's any good or not, but nobody needs this stuff.
It was a soft landing in the garbage. It's
I
fine.
have one in my bedroom, but it's a like Sony.
That's probably much better.
Yeah. You know,
I'd want to give
dock
these
it
to
up.
fucking Bobo or one of those guys. You know, just guys have nothing.
Anyone else getting sick of all the cologne that's floating in the air?
Yeah. Got a buzz.
It's all mixing.
I have a little Kyocera a digital camera.
Oh, look at that.
What?
It's not. It's only 4 megapixels. Does anybody need a camera from 1980?
Oh my god, you got a camera. That's,
I've taken some good photos.
even
with
though
this.
your dumb phone has more than 4
I know, so nobody
Yeah,
will
that's
want
the
this.
one I have.
megapixels.
That's nice.
Who?
What?
Who are you bringing in?
Younger guys are
D-boy,
wearing
he
cologne.
wants he
Okay.
wants your speakers, but he's afraid to come in.
Tell him to come in.
D-boy.
D-boy.
D-boy earns his keep around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, D-boy. Yeah, I know. Isn't it horrible?
What smells in here?
Do you want the
Yeah,
speakers?
like,
I
really
don't know if they're any good or not.
Hey, there you go. It's like Christmas.
Wait, do you need an iPod Nano band?
No.
Jesus.
Do you need a Belkin Tune FM for iPod Nano? It makes your iPad Nano pick up FM radio.
Oh, wow.
No one needs that? All right. Do you need some Kinoki cleansing detox foot pads?
What's wrong?
How did you end up with that?
Somebody gave them to me. It's like a Christmas stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I throw all that shit away as soon as they leave the house.
Does anybody need? Look, tell D-Boy, get back here. More Sentry speakers. Look,
Oh, they're little speakers.
these are teeny ones, which are good for travel.
Yeah.
These are little travel speakers.
Or headphones.
Yeah, or headphones.
You know, that you would just. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy's got a whole bunch of stuff in a big bag.
What else you got in there,
Ooh,
Jimmy?
some Burt's Bees remedy.
What is that?
I buy a lot of Burt's Bees stuff, and I realize I hate it.
What is Burt's Bees?
You've never seen Burt's Bees?
It's natural. It's actually not bad product.
They have a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but this is the one. I took the stuff I wanted. So this has got Burt's Bees body lotion, Burt's Bees Res-Q ointment, and 2 things of Burt's Bees hand salve. If anybody's
hand salve.
I figure we're doing radio. You hit a lot of buttons. Anybody here? And the guys in the back whose fingers might be chafed need some hand salve.
Hand salve.
And then this Aztec. I bought this on the road not long ago. It's a speaker. It's a single speaker for a laptop, an external. But I just got a better
an
one.
Altec Lansing.
An Altec Lens. Is that good?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, if anybody wants it, I didn't like it. I got another one.
Wow, you got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'll throw it out. I'm not attached to it, but I'm like, if you're going to throw shit out, you might as well just see if anybody wants it first. If they don't, then you
someone
toss
wants
it.
cleansing
You know what?
detox foot pads.
I'm looking at all your stuff. You should open up a kiosk at a mall. Jimmy's kiosk or something.
Jimmy's kiosk, all used
Because
garbage.
it's all just nicky-nacky stuff.
Well, it's just, I figure. I mean, the Burt's Bees, I know I'm kind of joking. Nobody's going to want that, or foot pads.
Well, we're taking your cologne and we're going to try to sell it on the
Dude,
street.
the idea about fucking putting E-Rock in the bathroom is so...
I know. Just
I know.
as a,
No one
and he's-
around here has a sense of humor, so.
I know. That's,
and they'll
That's the
probably
only
go.
reason.
do you know what a laugh that would get from
I know.
people?
They'll probably go, well, we got to check with the lawyers because now you're. invading on
You're
people's
conducting
personal
a
space.
business in
Yeah,
their
yeah.
personal space,
Exactly.
and the,
Well, how about used
You got
colognes?
the right forms.
Let them name the price.
Used cologne's $10. I'm telling you.
$10 or best offer. Don't be hard. If they say I'll give you $1 for the curve.
No, keep it at 10, and then they
right.
negotiate with you. Then you have the power to negotiate.
Okay.
Let's try to make some real money
if
off
they
this.
start, well, they might see the 10 and not even want to approach.
Yeah, because as soon
you.
as you say best offer, then they're not. No one is going to give up the 10.
That's true.
Why would you give up
Yeah,
the
but
10?
if they see the 10 but want it but don't want to spend 10, they might not even come over to say hi.
No,
to
they'll
them.
go, I'll give you 5. And then you go, I'll give you 7. I mean, I'll take 7. I'll give you 6.
Let
All
people
right,
know you're
let's
willing
go
to
with 6.
negotiate.
No, just leave it used $10.
Okay. Just take which one.
Because
But
soon
if
as you
you
say
see
or
some-
best price, no one is going to get
If you see
close
someone
to 10.
look, though,
Just put 'em in
and
there.
turn away and keep walking,
Yeah,
go,
go-
hey, it's negotiable.
All right, yeah, that's
You
a
know,
good way to
kind of let them know.
Because you want to get a couple dummies that don't know that they can negotiate and hand over their $10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Burt's Bees. Nobody will want that.
Someone might want some hand salve.
I should put we should put really awful prices on these. This curve is $135 because Jim Norton used it.
Yes.
Who exactly? Do I want to keep this one?
God, I hope the NYPD arrests you.
Would be funny.
Look, he's trying to decide if he
No, I
wants to
don't.
keep-
No, because it was a gift.
No,
From
no,
an
that's
extra.
not it. We got all these colognes over
How
here.
could you say is that? Who said is that? Who said is that it?
Of course, Steve did.
Steve, there's 90 things on this table.
Is that
I'm
it?
willing to say- he said that when he saw vagina. Here, look. I'm kidding. Put these. These are good. Fahrenheit is that's a brand new thing of Fahrenheit. I just don't wear it. And Marc Jacobs, can you not put the bag in my food? All right.
No.
Thanks, man.
What about that brown box?
All these are going. Cartier, I make keep. This one you have to hold from the top, dude. You have to hold this from the bottom. This is an unused Abercrombie and Fitch. I've used it a couple times.
When did you buy that one?
That might be about less than a year ago. But sometimes I buy them on the road if I forget them.
Might be the latest Abercrombie and Fitch that's out there.
No, it's not.
What about that gray box in front
No,
of
that's the only one I'm going to keep. The Cartier, I actually do. Let me see. No, I'll never wear it here. I like it, but I won't wear it. It's like at home I got fucking.
Is this a good exercise for you?
Dude, I'm not.
You're cleansing your soul right now.
I have like 15.
Getting rid of your smells.
I'm gonna say I have 20 colognes at home still.
Wow.
But I cleaned off, made some shelf space. This is unreasonable. But you can't. I travel with a fucking. What's wrong with me? Listen to me. I'm panicking.
You're panicking because you're seeing your colognes go bye-bye.
I travel. No, but I take a lot of time.
You might have a little bit of a hoarding thing happening.
I collect, but I'm also good at cleaning and getting rid of stuff. Like, I'm not.
You still have 20 colognes at home.
But they're actually colognes that's like I do occasionally wear.
That means you're probably not going to use at least half of those still.
People have to realize, too, I go on stage, so it's like you come off, you don't want to stink. So a lot of times I wear it when I'm on the road. It's like, and people are like, oh, you smell nice. It's like, it's nice after you've been fucking sweating like a pig for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I just found a bunch of, like, those little portable colognes, the little samples they give you?
Yeah.
But they're great because I travel with
How many of those do you got at home?
Probably 12, but those are great because I bring them. Because you can't carry big cologne in your luggage if it's carry-on, because they'll make you throw it out.
So all these colognes are useless because you can't really take them out.
I use them at home, though.
Yeah. But you said you bought them on the road.
I did, but a lot of times if I have big luggage with me, if I'm checking my bag, you can bring any cologne you want. But if it's when you do carry-on, like when I'm doing Leno or whatever I'm doing, I'm sorry, I'm falling apart.
You really are.
I'm in a weird loopy sleep schedule.
Really?
I went to bed at 2:20 last night.
Wow.
So I cleaned out more of when I did the cologne. It was last night. I did this all last night.
You went to bed at 2:20.
Give it Keith the cop. Ask Keith the cop for his photo. He took a photo of my fucking. I have like 3 things of electrical cords that I'm never going to use. And I'm like, why don't I just throw them out?
Yeah, you don't need those.
I have a phone cord that's like 12 feet. Like why am I saving that?
Wait, like a spirally phone cord?
No,
or
no,
long?
like
just
one
phone
that will
cord.
plug into a modem.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, I probably won't use that.
Oh, you won't use that.
All right.
Yeah, you got to get rid of that stuff.
Why don't we take a break and continue?
Yeah.
We got to eat. We got to get Sam in here because bad news as far as the wrestling death clock goes.
Oof.
We started a goofy bit a little while ago, but now it's not even a goofy bit anymore.
Yeah, it was a big one.
We'll explain after the
Wow.
break. And also, Obama.
Yep.
Getting a lot of people outraged today.
He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut sometimes.
And I think he missed the point completely on this one.
Yeah.
We'll explain. But first, Danny handed over a little mashup. We haven't played any mashups in a while, but you found one with Nirvana and the Jackson 5.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I haven't heard a good one in a while. I mean, that trend kind of came and went, but this one was kind of interesting, so I figured we could give it a shot.
Yeah, let's play it into break.
This is Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Yep.
That's when the Peppers were really good.
Old school Peppers, right?
Yeah, dig the old Peppers.
This was before Under the Bridge and all that other stuff. Although,
yeah, even off that album was okay. It's
Blood,
just
Sex, Magic.
Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic.
That's right. Blood,
I've
Sugar, Sex,
hated
Magic.
them. I hate the Peppers.
You don't like the Peppers?
Not my style. No, I mean I know they're good, but they're just not.
You don't
my
like
style.
that slapping?
I like this old stuff. It's good. Anything new or past few years, ugh.
We're going right to the streets because Dustin has gotten his first sale. I told you.
Dustin.
Hey, what's up, Dustin?
Not much. I made my first sale to a taxi driver.
To a taxi
Oh,
driver.
Shit, I
See?
didn't even think of those savages. You're right.
Which one did he buy?
Yeah.
The Lacoste we've offloaded.
Okay.
How much did you get?
$10.
See, I told you.
Dude,
I told you.
He didn't even haggle.
Yeah, he didn't.
Taxi drivers, of course.
Yeah, they all stink.
They're there, they're stinking in their cab the whole time. Yeah, yeah.
Now, did he want to try out the cologne or?
Oh, no, he wanted to shake it to see how heavy it was still, but he was satisfied.
Yeah, why not? I didn't think of cabbies.
Very cool. Any other customers around the area?
I get a lot of sidelong glances. People tend to avoid me on the streets.
I hope you get robbed.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I'm hoping the NYPD cracks his skull or something.
Yeah.
You know, they want to
Confiscates his shit.
Yeah, they want to keep Times Square, clean from the riffraff. All right, man. Well, there's the update. Dustin has
made a sale. Wow.
Made his first sale. Thank
I
you,
didn't
Dustin.
see that coming.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
I definitely overestimate people.
Sambo.
Yeah, whoa, racist.
Oh, my
it's just
God.
a nickname.
Well,
it's Sam.
After the show on Friday, we all got the news that we lost another wrestler.
Yeah.
This must have been, what, old age?
Heart failure.
Oh,
Heart
heart
failure.
failure. Yeah,
Heart
that's,
block.
so it was probably a guy that was up there in years, enjoyed
70s.
wrestling, and then his life afterwards, raising a family, probably grandkids. And then, everyone gathered around. Why?
No. He wrestled under the name Lance Cade, which, if you've watched...
I don't remember. It was probably so long ago before I even started
Lance Cade,
watching
yeah.
wrestling.
He actually... No, the thing
Probably
is...
when it was black and white.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Black and white wrestling.
One of those black and white that wore the onesie and went around the ring and
No.
a lot of neck locks and stuff like that. No,
Wrestling shorts pulled up a little too far.
Not
Past
one
the
of
belly button.
Nope. Not
Just
one of those guys.
Think Bruno Sammartino.
yeah, yeah.
Bruno's dead?
No, Bruno's alive.
Oh, okay. See, you know what's weird about wrestling? I have finally figured out.
Why?
If you hate Vince McMahon, you get to live into old age.
That's Bruno and...
Bruno hates Vince
Yeah,
McMahon.
yeah, he can't stand him.
And he gets to live a long life.
Well, yeah, but he's full of hate and misery.
Well, this
Why
guy,
does he hate him?
That keeps the heart disease away, obviously, with Bruno.
This guy must have.
Well, yeah, you were saying that you didn't know who he was. He actually started wrestling after you stopped watching.
Wow, why
Like,
would
what year-
why would an old guy?
What year did you stop watching?
Oh my God, I can't even tell you. Probably late '90s.
Oh, yeah, he was... well, I mean, in those years, he hadn't started wrestling yet.
Why not?
He was in the late 90s?
Yeah.
He was a teenager.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. This
Because,
wrestling.
We lost another young wrestler.
Lance Cade died of heart failure at the age of 29.
Oh my God. What is with the wrestling, Sam?
I mean, he wasn't with the WWE at the time.
Of course, they're never with them at the time.
At the time of their death.
Yeah, he had
I don't get it.
been released from his contract.
There's other sports where the guys are fooling around with, the roids and stuff. Why aren't they dying like wrestlers are dying?
Well, I guess wrestlers just... There's no off season. There's no rest period. It's just...
They got to keep
just fueling to the next day. And then once they stop wrestling, like once he gets released, it's not like, oh, well, now that I don't have that rigorous schedule,
They can't.
I don't have to take these pills anymore.
They don't have the opportunity to cycle in and cycle out. Like with the
Right.
roids, supposedly you got to, you got to bail
And
and give your body a chance to kind of take care of itself, and then you go back in and do more roids.
Any allegations of drug use, things like that, steroid use?
I mean, I don't think any of allegations have officially come out. I think the reason he got released was the wellness policy.
The wellness policy.
What's the wellness policy?
Well, if they have a 3 strikes you're out wellness policy, like Umaga, who was the
Umaga.
last young wrestler to die, he was released because he refused to go to rehab, and then he died a few months later.
Oh, this guy was let go from the WWE earlier this year after doing a stint in rehab.
Right, so what probably happened was he did a stint in rehab, he came back, he violated the wellness policy, they let him go.
So he was with the WWE very in recent memory.
He left in 2008, and then he re-signed in 2009 to the Developmental League.
Was this guy anybody you remember as far as, being a name?
Yeah, I mean, he was in a pretty successful tag team, and for a minute, it looked like they were going to try to push him in a singles career.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, when the wellness stuff started.
The wellness.
Who was his tag team partner?
Trevor Murdoch.
Yeah, good old what?
Trevor Murdoch.
And is he alive?
Trevor Murdoch is alive. I did play-by-play for one of his matches recently in New Jersey, in Rawway.
Oh, God.
So he went from the WWE to the Rawway Wrestling League.
Prime Sam Roberts calling the match.
The Rawway Rec Center.
So we started the wrestling death clock. How many days did we last this time? And who was the last wrestler? Because I already
The
forgot
last
about it.
wrestler was a lot of people thought it was Canyon, and if that was the case, we would have passed the 90-day mark. But that is incorrect. The last wrestler was Trent Acid, who's the guy who never made it to the WWE, but still a pro wrestler. So I think, I don't know, I put it on my Twitter. I don't remember. I think it's like 54 days, something like that.
We made 54 days without a wrestler dying?
You said I think it was the beginning of this year, you said, let's see if we can go 90 days.
Yeah.
Since you made that claim, we haven't gone.
We haven't gone 90 days the entire year?
Correct.
Without a wrestler dying. Yeah. It's
And now 90 days near the end of the year.
Yeah.
We'll be in the middle of November.
Yeah, we haven't gone.
Wow.
We haven't even came very close. We haven't gone 80 days.
So we got to reset the wrestler death clock.
As of Friday. So far we've gone 3 to 4 days.
3 days without a wrestler death.
So-
All right.
Depending when they found the body.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'd say time of death, not when you find the body. If he died on Thursday and they didn't find him till Friday, we have Friday without a wrestler death.
All right, so we're up to 3 days. That's good news.
Yeah.
Heart failure, 29 years
29.
old. Jesus.
Yeah, it happens.
To an athlete.
He lived his life.
Yeah, did he? Let's say hi to E-Rock. E-Rock!
Hey, so Dustin made it yet another sale.
Wow.
Jimmy, your cologne is hot out there. Hot.
He seems to be attracting every cab driver.
Of course.
Because he's causing gridlock traffic on both sides of 49th and 6th Avenue.
Wow. The cabbies are all lining up to get some cologne.
What kind did he sell?
The Gucci. So Gucci.
Dude, for $10, and it's not a garbage. It's like the real stuff.
Yeah, it's not a knockoff.
Gucci cologne for fucking $10.
Wow.
Cabbies are going to be all happy.
And they're not just pulling over. They're parking like diagonally, so they're blocking both intersections. And there's delivery trucks now stuck trying to make turns, and everything is just backed up right now.
Well, good. Tell that bitch to make me some more money. Tell him Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
So with all the cabbies stopping, you guys should have run out by now. Or what?
Yeah.
They're looking and deciding they don't want
We
it?
don't like your poor salesmanship.
Yeah, well, he sold one bottle, but the others that he was talking to, they were looking at everything he has, and they said they'll think about it and come back. So they're just browsing.
All right, so we... Fucking E-Rock rules.
They're browsing.
Fucking browsing. So you've sold 2 so far.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. There you go.
Selling this stuff?
Oh, yes, we're filming them.
Good.
Very good.
All right, we'll check in later.
Thanks,
Bye, my
E-Rock.
love.
We've sold 2 so far, Jimmy. I told you.
You're right. Did not occur to...
I forgot about cabbies.
And you can't get in trouble for it. I mean, we're not exactly making I'm taking a tremendous hit.
Of course. It's not like scalping.
No.
Could
Scalping
be worse.
cologne.
You could be Lance Cady.
Lance Cade.
Cade? Lance
Yeah.
Cade.
Yeah. Well, Lance Cade's dead.
Yeah.
How's
would be
Reuben
much
Kin?
worse.
The Hardys versus Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch,
I mean,
part 2.
they had a lot of
So he was in-
pay-per-view matches. They
He was
were
involved
a big
in
team.
some big freaking matches.
Absolutely.
Now he's dead at the age of 29, heart failure.
Hey, is Al Snow still alive?
Yes, he is.
And what is he doing?
Al Snow was at TNA's ECW reunion pay-per-view last Sunday, but other than that, he's on the old convention circuit.
Not wrestling.
Oh, no.
No, he's too old.
Why not?
I mean,
I liked Al Snow.
I like him a lot, too.
He was a
but
friend of the show for a while.
I don't think he's reached his 40s, which is a dangerous time for wrestlers.
For wrestlers.
And so, yeah, he's not actively wrestling. He'll jump in for a match every now and then if somebody hires him to do so, but
Yeah.
he's mainly doing signings.
Signings, conventions.
I think he's running a wrestling school.
There you go.
Shawn Michaels trained Lance Cade.
Oh, boy.
Uh-huh.
Showed him the ropes, huh?
Well, yeah. He didn't. Unfortunately, he didn't have a chance to get to the level that Shawn Michaels was at, which I think was mainly because of the death at 29
Right, that would
thing.
That tends
Shawn
to get
Michaels was,
to get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, he had his 30s and into his 40s to develop a career, whereas Lance Cade had much less time.
Yes, much less time.
All right, well there you go.
Well, you know what they
we
say.
reset the wrestler death clock as we move on, Sam. Thank you. Jimmy has found something very funny in the paper today.
Wow.
Jimmy, what are you looking at over there?
Wow, Jimmy is just in hysterics.
That's Marmaduke.
Marmaduke?
Uh-oh. You know, that Marmaduke always gets Jimmy.
He's sitting in the window.
Wait, what page are you on?
Oh, dude, I'm late at it. There's one frame, and there's a couple, and they're all holding back the curtain, and they're looking out the window, and the Marmaduke is sitting there. He's waving at him.
You can't even get it out. It's so funny. Wait till you hear this.
He's waving at a bunch of dogs, and they're waving back at him. And the caption reads, he's waving at a bunch of dogs and they're waving back. And the caption reads, oh boy, I hope they're not voting.
What? You can't spit it out. It's so funny.
I hope they're not voting for our place as their favorite restaurant.
What is that about?
I guess
what?
That they thought that their house would be the dog's favorite restaurant.
Wow. He's looking out the window of his house, Marmaduke?
Marmaduke's outside on the lawn waving at other dogs, and they're waving back.
I really don't get it.
I guess that they're hoping that the other dogs aren't like voting for their house as the best restaurant.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
What?
I didn't know dogs voted.
Well, that's part of the problem.
That is
what?
Hysterical.
How'd you get it?
I don't get it. That Marmaduke sure gets Jimmy going, though. He loves him.
He loves the Marmaduke. It just makes you angry.
I had to do it with a singles. I couldn't have laughed through four.
No, through four panels.
Believe
Very
me,
difficult.
Doonesbury was aching to be the fucking star of this segment. That cartoon.
Fucking hate Doonesbury.
Doonesbury fucking stinks.
Could you walk us through Doonesbury without, the laughter?
Without laughter, easily.
Yes.
Dude, I wouldn't
Because I
laugh
know
at
it fucks up your voice, but now I need to know what Doonesbury's about.
Okay, it's the red-bearded, red-headed father talking to his son. The kid's laying on the back. He's holding a barbell in each hand, apparently doing a little workout. So the father says, what's all this about? And the kid says, I'm preparing. Now, the next one is just the kid holding the dumbbells up, and from frame, the father says, for what? And the kid's wearing sunglasses. He says, a mission, obviously. And now it's the father and son in frame, but there's a shadow of them both, like they're both in shadow. The father says, really? What sort of mission? And the kid says, I can't talk about it. The final frame is the father there with his arms folded, talking to the kid on the bench still holding the dumbbells. And the father says, is this more imaginary Red Rascal hijinks? And the kid goes, hey, at least I have a legacy, Dad.
What?
What is it?
It's shit. It's terrible.
Doonesbury has always sucked.
It's never been funny.
On
or
the
interesting.
rare occasion where I'm like, I'm just gonna run through it here and see what it is, and you realize It's sucked for decades.
Dude, it's just there's nothing funny about Doonesbury.
Ugh. Wow. Brutal. Oof. What happened? Yeah, it's Mars. Mars is
what are you doing?
Working on stuff.
You all right?
It still stinks in here now.
Yeah, the colognes are all coming together.
It smells nice though.
I think I got a buzz.
It smells like one big nice person.
I feel
just wandered in.
nauseous. All right, so we got the dead wrestler. We got the bad fucking comic strips.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Just horrible.
All right.
What a tragedy.
Beetle Bailey's really funny today too.
Really?
Beetle and another soldier are looking off frame. It's only 2 frames. And the one soldier says, "What's Sarge doing?" And Beetle says, "He's on a new diet." And then in the second frame, it's the Sarge has got a chicken and a bunch of stuff on a tray, and he has a basket hanging off his arm filled with food, and a piece of cake balanced on his head, and a banana behind his ear.
That's funny.
And he's holding pizza in his mouth. And then Beetle says he's cutting back to just the calories he can carry in one trip. So I guess the Sarge was really loading up.
Yeah.
Fat jokes.
He would take 2 trips.
Yeah.
Sarge is a bit
Yeah.
fat.
Banana behind the ear.
Yeah.
Very
Cake.
good.
Why not just carry 2 trays full of stuff, one in each hand? Sarge is a cunt.
Yeah, it does smell pretty bad in here. From
It doesn't
Jimmy's
smell
colognes.
bad. It smells nice. Don't say that. The cabbies are listening. They're never going to buy. You're hurting sales.
I was watching some other show about fat kids camp. There's a fat kids camp.
Is that the 15-year-old one?
Yeah,
15
They're
and-
like 15 and fat.
15 and fat, or 15 and I can't lose the weight, or
There
15
is
and something.
A black broad on this show that looks like a fucking alien. She looks like half of her body fat went to her head.
Ew.
The back of it and everything. You know how Alien from Aliens like has that big back of the head?
Yeah, that extra fucking
Yeah,
piece.
she looks like that.
Does she look like Precious?
And no, even worse. Like Precious has a fat face. She's got a giant big head, but it looks like everything's been pulled back. She's got fat with cheekbones, so it just looks fucked up.
And she's only 15?
I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of all
Is it
like,
too fat for 15?
There was like an 11-year-old in there. and
Oh, then it's another fat show.
something else. Yeah.
Fat's really hot right now for TV shows.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Too fat for 15.
Because there's so many fatties to choose from.
But that's not the show you're talking about.
Photos. Meet the few. Meet the students. Okay, let's see if we could see this. This fucking disgusto. No, that's not her. No, that's the 11-year-old fatty who's always crying.
But how is she
constantly crying?
How's she 11 if the show's called Too Fat for 15?
Well,
what's the 15? That's not the age?
All
right, sorry.
Too fat for 15. It's got to be.
Oh, and this kid's a crybaby too. He's 14, and
why is he crying?
He's always just crying that he can't do shit, and he's just a little mama's boy.
Well, he's a bit large, though.
Yeah, of course. Hey, what the hell's that? I don't know. That's some chick. Get to Alien. Fuck. Oh my God! Look at her.
What?
Look at this mess.
Oh my God.
She's Tanisha. She's 17.
What?
And has a giant alien head.
Her face is gonna fucking explode.
She's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Isn't it fantastic?
Her little eyes.
How bad you want to pinch that cheek?
Oh, dude.
She's got high cheekbones on a fat head and big, like, slanted eyes.
She looks swollen.
And her hair, it looks like her head got blown up with an air compressor, and her hair stayed the same size.
Dude, that's disgusting parenting, really. Like, it's like, because you,
Oh, yeah.
when you don't get that fat unless you start eating like that when you're a kid.
Well, the mama was dropping her off and said that they're very, like the first post in the comments is, Holy Mother of God. The mama was dropping her off and said that the father cashed in his 401k because it cost $20,000 to go to this place for a few months to see if she can knock off some of the poundage.
Yeah, but
She can't even walk. And they were making a big deal that they threw her a basketball and she threw it through the hoop.
So,
and
what does that mean?
and everybody was high-fiving and just going, yay, yay. And she had to sit down and lean against a pole.
She's
'cause
black.
she was
Of course
too-
you could throw it through the hoop.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know that.
How about you find a
That's
gym and
obvious.
throw yourself through the door, Fatso, on the treadmill?
She is so freakish. Like, I wish you could see a side view of her head because it's just the fat coming out of the back of her neck.
You got to blame the parents.
Of course, on all these kids, you got to blame.
You got to
the
blame
parents.
the parents. These kids don't know any better.
That
If the parents
14
are allowing them to eat like this since they were
Baby, his mother was just like, well, he's, and you could just tell she was just shoving food down his throat.
I have we have some fat listeners that get mad at us when we really go on our fat people rants. But
Yeah.
is there any fat listeners that would did you start eating when you were? I'm curious. Did they start when they were a kid? Do your parents let you eat, or do you complain and they give you more food, or do they feed you to shut you up? I don't know how that happens.
Yeah, how does that happen? Where does it? Look at her. Look at her. Look at that
Oh
face.
my God! They try to dolly her up too.
What is that? Why are they trying to look sexy?
I don't know.
They all want to stand next to her because they look better.
Why do they have
Yeah,
serious
maybe that's
faces
it.
on?
Because they're fat.
Yeah, no. They're only smiling if there's food in front of them.
Maybe they're just staring intently at a T-bone steak that the
They
camera
yell,
guy's
"Go."
holding up on a string.
They yell "go" and one of them gets. Yeah, that kid does look like Bobby Hill.
Yeah, a little
he
Bobby Hill
absolutely
action.
is a little Bobby Hill.
Wow.
He's a little
Oh
cry
my God!
baby.
He's
Holy
the real life
shit,
version
Danny.
of
Good call.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Bobby Hill.
that monster though is just. And she goes, "I hear people there, point and laugh and say things behind my back." It's like Jesus, behind your back is like behind the Great Wall. See, because it's big.
See, because it's big.
Hey, shit.
What's better than a bomb explanation?
I love the bomb explanation.
See, because
You see, the reason I said it is. Yeah, so that's another show that I was watching. I watch so much shit.
So
television.
what's the point of the show? They're gonna lose weight by the end of this camp?
Yeah, they give them little counselors and they make them fucking run, which they run for about 10 steps and then they either collapse or have to start walking.
Right.
It's very tragic.
All right, let's go to Mike in Virginia. Jimmy asked a
Mike?
question and they're calling. Mikey.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hi,
What's
Mike.
up, Mike?
So what happened when I was like 11, we moved. I grew up in California, and I was like just a normal kid. I was, really into sports. And then we moved to Virginia, and I didn't have any friends, and I got like really depressed that like my whole world was upside down. So in order to cure my depression, my mom thought it was okay to take me to McDonald's every single time I asked her, which was like 4 times a week. So
Wow.
But
I
why-
put on, like 60 pounds in a year and a half.
Wow.
I mean, I wasn't like obese, like disgusting, can't walk. But if you look at pictures from like those 2 different years, I got pretty gross looking.
No, I've heard your story a million times. We need a therapist or something. Because why can't you cure your depression by jumping on a bike? Like, why does it have to be? I don't get that.
It's like it's got to be food.
No, I'm serious. I'm not even trying to beat you down or anything. Like, why is it food that cures depression? Why can't it be something that's healthier?
I don't know.
Do you know the answer, Jimmy?
I guess it was something more internal then, because that's like all I thought of is like, I'm a kid and cheeseburgers taste good.
Yeah.
I can just sit there and feel sorry for myself like a big fat idiot.
Dude, no, hold on, dude. It's almost like they call it comfort food for a reason. Like, I mean, the cheeseburgers are good, man. Fucking M&Ms. It's like you never heard the term. Look, that's comfort exercise. Exercise can be fun, but it's not. Dude, eating bad food. What's better than just sitting there eating shitty food? There's nothing more that
Right.
feels better than that.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to say, look, you could, you're depressed, you could eat a lot of celery.
Yeah.
I get that part. It's ridiculous. But why not healthier stuff to get you through depression?
Well, the other part of that too is like when you're that young, you don't really fully grasp like the decisions you're making. You don't really understand how shitty for you it is. Like you kind of know that this isn't good, and maybe I'm getting fat, but you don't really get just how bad it is for you and like the full consequences of like everything you're eating and what it's going to do to you. So you're just, you kind of feel a little bit bad, but you're like, fuck it, this chocolate shake is delicious and I don't have any friends. So I'm just going to watch crappy movies and, eat cheeseburgers and milkshakes and shit. So, but yeah, that's about the story, boys. I'll punch out.
How much you weigh though?
Right now?
Yeah.
Right now I am 6'2" and I weigh about 230.
Oh, so you lost a lot of the weight.
Yeah, no, I took it mostly off. I mean, I'm definitely not like, I don't have like six-pack abs or anything, but I'm not like a great big fatso anymore because when I got to high school, I realized that I liked vagina and girls don't like fat guys, so I took care of that.
So you got your shit together.
Absolutely. I started running back into sports and, took care of that.
All right. Well, your depression you just snapped out of your depression when you started seeing fucking nice asses?
Well, and then you get a little bit older and your social skills develop a little bit and you're like, okay, I don't have to just be a weirdo that moved from another state. I can try to make friends and I can try to be active and, now I'm coming out of my awkward stage because, it is a pretty awkward time when you're that young. You don't really know who you are and you're not really comfortable, just being yourself or just trying to make friends. So when you get a little bit older and, your social skills develop, you kind of all fell into place, I guess. But maybe it's not the same for these, messes on this show, but
Gotcha.
That's just what happened to me.
Right on, Mike. Thank you.
All right, take care, bud.
Nick, very upset. Nick in Jersey, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, Opie, you're being a very simplistic person on this one. The reason why us fat bastards get this way is because we're conditioned, starting at a younger age, to find comfort in food. When I was a kid, I lived in a connected house, like a duplex, and my next-door neighbor used to bang on the wall after I ate breakfast and said, "Oh, I've got something for Nicky. Bring Nicky over. Let's feed him." And it was always, I wasn't always a fat kid. I got obese as an adult because I was conditioned to think, oh, you know what? When the shit hits the fan, turn to food your best friend.
Well, Nick, let me ask.
Yeah, can I jump in? Because Nick, I just don't understand. That's all. I'm trying to understand because in my life, if I go off on desserts for a while, I actually will get like sick, and that stops me from continuing down the road of just eating way too much shitty food. But with other people, they could continue past that point, and I don't understand. That's all, and I'm trying to understand.
Let me explain something to you. When I'm depressed and I eat, that enjoyment lasts for only the amount of time it takes to stuff the food into my fat face. A couple of hours later, I'm sick to my stomach, and I'm running out of the truck to use the bathroom somewhere.
Right.
Because I'm making myself sick. But you know what? I got my wife who's trying to keep me together. She's in the truck with me, and she tries to keep me under control. She doesn't want me to eat. But then it'll get to the point where I'll sneak food if I have to, because I'm so conditioned to think food is going to make it better, even though in the long run it makes it worse.
Stop it.
Yeah, dude, when are you going to... Anthony's annoyed.
Well, because I hear something in this guy. Like, that eating something really shitty is only going to make you feel good very temporarily. But you continue anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Well, that's addiction in general, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah, Nick, you keep saying you're conditioned, and I understand that. But it's like, as an adult, you know the difference, so you got to make a decision to do something, man.
Man up, you fat fuck.
That was Ant.
I know you have to make a decision. Let me tell you, I was a bodybuilder when I was younger. I used to train people.
Now you're a bodybuilding.
I'm still building a body. It's just different material I'm using. It's not muscle, it's fat.
It's shit.
And I know I got to man up. And I've tried, and I continue to try. I never give up. But I keep failing because for some reason, I can't get out of the mindset.
But you realize it doesn't help, right? You know it doesn't, really, truly help you. It just makes you feel worse, right?
Of course.
So then when you go to shove some food in your mouth, don't.
But at that moment, I'm in such a emotional state that I'm not being rational.
Yeah, you're describing you're addicted. You have an addiction, obviously.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. The definition of addiction, right there.
Yes, exactly. And like Jimmy has said at times, or other people have said at times, the worst part about being addicted to food is you can't give it up. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do a lot of
What
things.
do you do?
Yeah.
Adam Ant, for the people that didn't get that.
Yeah, you can't give up food, and it sucks. It really sucks spending 47 years I'm 47 years old, and the last 18 years of my life have sucked because I haven't been under 300. I almost got under 300 about a year and a half ago, and then I got hit with so much stress and so much depression over my employment that I just lost it. And now I'm back under control again, and I'm working towards a goal.
Hey, do you go to any kind of meeting? Nick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do you go to any kind of meetings or anything?
No, dude, I really would like to.
Why don't you try a 12-step program? I've never been to it, but there's, Overeaters Anonymous from people I know who have gone is supposed to be. Why don't you just give it a shot?
Believe me, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. I'd really like to, as soon as I make this lifestyle change, to get out of where I'm driving over the road all the time and living in my truck with my wife.
Well, how about you buy, even if you can't do it physically because you're working, how about you buy like the Overeaters Anonymous Big Book? There probably is one.
Yeah, you just threw an excuse at us. I mean, how much longer are you gonna keep your current lifestyle?
No, we're looking to get out soon.
So it might be.
Yeah, I'm the fat guy who calls you all the time. I'm the fat guy who calls you, and I one time you were making fun of fat people, and then all of a sudden I called you and told you about my story, and you guys got all depressed and was like, "Oh, dude, you ruined the show." So I'm the guy that calls you all the time about this, and I'm not crying about my lifestyle. I know I'm the.
You're bumming us out, man. You're not ruining another show, man.
Exactly.
Now he's going to go eat something.
Really?
Oh, you depressed him right there.
Yeah, please don't go run and eat a cheeseburger
I
now.
hope he hung up on me.
Let's go to Troy in Illinois. Jimmy asked this question, and they're coming out of the woodwork.
I'm curious.
Troy.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Troy.
What up?
There.
Hey, my grandma owned a restaurant when I was younger, and pretty much all my life till about 5 years ago. And it wasn't really a depression thing that got me chubby. It was just more of a pleasing. I was trying to please her. Like, my sister would eat, and she wouldn't finish her plate, and my grandma would come out and kind of yell at her, kind of thing.
You want to please your grandma?
Yeah. So what happened? You'd finish your
was that
plate, and she'd be happy with you, and she'd come out and jerk you off at the table.
Pull her dentures out and give you a knob job.
She'd spit in her old hand and make cumsies all over the front of his little pants.
No, it didn't.
I love.
And then he's got to say, no, she didn't.
I'm kidding, sir. She'd whisper in his ear, "Oh, that's my boy." Yeah.
I loved one of my grandmas, but I didn't want to please her.
No.
Well, I come from a Mexican family, and they eat a lot, and it just seen what.
E-Rock.
Yeah, of all the segments, I got to call in.
E-Rock selling Jimmy's cologne on the streets of Manhattan today. What do you got, E-Rock?
So this black Escalade pulls up, and Dustin runs over, and he's showing the guy what he has. So I go running over to tape it. The guy drives off with a bottle of Armani, and it's our old friend Madonna Mike.
Madonna Mike bought some cologne today.
Wow.
The Armani is like the least of the good stuff. It's like because it's been there for a long time.
Wait, which one's Madonna Mike? You're talking Jamaican Mike?
No, Mike.
No, Mike.
That's Detective Mike.
Mike?
Yeah.
Well, he didn't pay for it as much as he reached in, grabbed it, and drove off.
Ah, nice.
He stole a bottle of cologne.
Good. Him.
That's funny.
And now he's going to call in his boys. This is perfect. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's funny. Good.
Did you tape that?
Yeah, I ran over there right as the Escalade was driving away, and I see Mike sticking his head out the window waving the bottle.
Oh, that's hilarious. How many have you sold? Just the
What's
two
he doing
still?
in the meantime?
Yeah.
Just the two, and then minus the $10 that Dustin now owes you.
But where were you that you were not taping him there? What are you doing?
Well, a lot of people weren't coming close to him because I was standing there with the camera.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was kind of standing by where the subway lets out, and when someone
He
would
means
pull
the
over, I'd
restaurant.
run over with the camera. Okay, go back to your fat segment. I'll call it another day.
We're still in it.
He hung up.
He's
I didn't
portly.
Let's go to Dan in Tennessee. I remember. Dan calls in with his weight problems from time to time. What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's going on, Opie? That's right. I'm the one with enough about the water already. That's right.
I remember you. You made me laugh, man. Because we tried to, like, you drink a lot of soda or something. We're like, how about some fucking water? And you thought it was,
I hate the water.
thought it was a fucking.
All right,
Yeah.
he hates water. Yeah.
I bought Crystal Light probably after that call, a bunch of it. And it's actually low fat, but it gives me like really, really bad heartburn. There's something
Yeah.
in the sweetener that I can't drink.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it could be. Yeah,
It was-
it's just like it's sugar free. You know, I had the high blood sugar too, so it's like I said, I can drink a pretty good bit of water when they got you had Patrice on. He likes the
All right,
pomegranate lemonade or something. Or,
Yeah, where you at with your weight loss?
I'm down to 250, man. I started adjusting my lifestyle. It could be done.
That's
I
good.
don't even exercise.
After our phone call, you kind of like started doing something?
Yeah, I took a couple of of course, a few of the drivers, they just wanted to call in and bitch and moan and call me a fat ass because they're miserable. They're out there on the road, they're lonely, and they're just miserable. But there was a couple that called and said he goes by Walmart, the super center, gets some fruit and puts it in a cooler and, and just some low-fat stuff. And I cut down on my pasta, potatoes, shit like that. And I'm down to 250. I was 280 when I called.
Oh, that's cool. You lost 30 pounds. That's great.
Yeah, right on, brother.
Sounds
Yeah.
great.
All right.
That one guy that was calling that was saying, man, that's really your condition when you're a kid. Man, the guy's hiding food from his wife in the truck that he's driving. This guy's got serious problems, It's
You think he's making excuses, Dan?
slightly. I even was trying to make a few myself. Like, the lifestyle out here. I was trying to make a few, but it can be done. This guy, I think he's just got some serious problems or something.
Yeah, right on. All right. Well, good for you, man. You're losing some weight there on the road.
Yeah,
Not an
I'm
easy
not even
thing to do.
exercising, so
All right.
if I exercise more, I probably even lose more. So.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, listen, we got to go to Madonna Mike, who just stole one of Jimmy's colognes. Mikey!
Jimmy, you owe me $5. That fucking thing's only a quarter full.
Yeah, that one's an older one.
Shit,
That
you
one's an
stole-
older one. That was one of my older ones.
You stole a bad one.
Dude, you should have stolen the Gucci.
Yeah.
Well, the cabbie got that. You should have stolen. There's some good stuff in there.
I don't know. Nothing of my style.
Okay. It smells good, though, right?
I got the peddlers coming over there. We have no peddler license, so I'm going to have everybody go over there.
Oh, please. Please get them busted.
great.
Please get them busted.
And then E-Rock on his face, handcuffed.
How great would it be if there was an incident where, like, a cop came over and tasered both of them?
That would rule. Please do that.
Shit.
I'll send them over now. All right, boys. Have a good day.
See you, Mike.
Mikey.
The peddlers. The peddler police.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you need a peddler license.
Yeah.
Fat chick looks like her face is starting to eat itself from that show ant that's
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
in. Let's go to Randy in Philly. Randy.
Hey, morning, boys.
Hey,
Hello.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you blamed it on the parents, and I think that's definitely true, but I can kind of see it from a different perspective now. My parents used it as an incentive. You won a baseball game or you lost a baseball game in Little League, right to the ice cream place or the McDonald's. I was watching this little kid yesterday at Coasties in Philly, and the parents were feeding him while he's playing video games. After he won a level, they gave him food. And they said when he finished his food, they get him an ice cream cone.
See, I
And
got
the kid was happy.
Yeah, but you just described pretty much every kid out there. I mean, I have a lot of nephews and nieces, and they're all eating junk after baseball games and shit. But for some people, it becomes a nightmare for the rest of their lives.
I mean, I couldn't play football when I was in middle school because I was over the weight limit, and which is just freaking horrific when you're a little kid. I was 5'2", 145 pounds.
Jesus.
A fat kid, and the reason was my mom used to give us a gold star if you were in the clean plate club. So if you hoofed down your food and actually finished it all, and I do it now as an adult. I never stop.
Clean plate club.
You know
What a shitty club.
Yeah, that club stinks.
How about the Get Blown Club? I'd rather be that, the Empty Ball Club.
Clean my knob club.
A lot of parents, though, fuck us up by making us finish our fucking plate when we're growing up.
Because of starving people or whatever.
Yeah, but maybe you're just
Finish it.
full. Remember?
Yeah, I'm full.
It's not,
I want to eat.
they're teaching you to overeat, basically.
Not in the Norton household because Norton portions were never giant. The Nortons
really?
never had giant portions.
Oh, no?
What
no,
happened?
just mediocre portions.
You'd always leave the table still wanting more?
Nah, that would be enough. But I mean, like the
Just
Nortons
enough?
Were the Nortons were never known for giving out large portions.
Yeah, portions.
I hate a bad portion.
How many portions did you have? Portions. Strawberries.
E-Rock's back. We got a cologne update. E-Rock's selling Jimmy's cologne on the street today. E-Rock.
All right. Well, first he's out in the middle of the intersection, almost got clipped by one of those gypsy buses.
Oh, good.
And then sanitation truck pulls over. They bought a couple of colognes. He's not the best salesman because instead of doing like a combo deal because they're listening to the show, like doing maybe 2 for 15. He sold 2 for 10, so now he owes, I think, Jimmy at least $20.
Oh, he sold 2 for 10.
What's he doing all of a sudden? All of a sudden, this fucking kid is making. By the way, tell him to stay out of the street on the sidewalk only, please. Jesus Christ, we don't want him getting hit.
Yeah, he starts following people and puts the sign in their face and talking to them. Doesn't realize where he's standing. Turns around and then a truck almost hits him.
All right, well, tell him not to do that. Come on, man. You got to stay on him.
How much money have you collected?
I think he only have 10. I don't know what he's doing here.
How does he only have 10?
You only have $10 on you? How much money do you have
20.
on you right now? Oh, you have 20. Okay. So you should have 40, but you have 20.
He should have 50.
He should have 30.
No,
he sold 2 for 10, and then 2 for $10. 10, 10, and another 10.
But Mike took one too. I'm holding him responsible.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So this little son of a bitch owes me $30.
Fuck.
It does.
Wow, he
That sucks.
stinks.
Oh no, wait. No, he's got 30. He's got $30.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry, you're right.
10, 10, and then he sold 2 for 10.
You're right. He owes me $20.
All right, E-Rock. Thank you.
All right.
What
Don't
do you
get
want
him
us to do
hit,
with this?
please. Jesus Christ.
Kid on medication, and that's why he's fat. Yeah, I understand that shit's
Yeah,
going on.
some of that happens,
You
but
got a guy who lost 120 pounds. Good for you.
for the most part, it's just people that
Oh,
are fucking
this,
shoving food in their face.
One more, and then we'll move on. James in Kansas. What's up, James?
What the fuck? I'm so tired of hearing everybody's poor fucking excuses. Oh, I'm fat. Hey, I'm sorry. I have to work 7 days a week, 14 hours a day, and I don't run to McDonald's every fucking chance I get. Jesus. Secondly, sorry, I'm just rambling this morning.
Join the club.
What?
Shut it.
You say to me, die, Anthony. Jimmy, come to Topeka, please. And
what, sweetie?
Fuck you. Come to Topeka. I saw you in where
Topeka,
was it?
Kansas.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you in Kansas City December last year. It's a fucking awesome show.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you. We're going to move
Florida
on, James. Thank you. James from Kansas.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. The Hasselhoff roast happened last night. I'm hearing Greg Giraldo killed, but we start off with a little Jeff Ross.
Oh, the roast. Comedy Central does them, Red. I heard about that.
Why aren't you?
Because they give me nothing. They've never historically given me anything.
What's that about?
They just don't like me.
Why?
Who's the lineup for the roast?
They have good comics. They're not using bad acts at all.
Yeah, but there's a few guys in there I'm sure don't need to be there.
Well,
and you should be getting the call, obviously. What's that about?
I've always had a weird relationship with them.
Why? Why? What happened?
I honestly
Where did
don't
it
know.
start?
The only thing I can think of, I mean, I was on Tough Crowd for 2 years because of Carl, only because of Colin, and I was one of the last guys. Like, or one. They waited a long time before they would allow me to do premium blend. It was like I was never want to consider one of the guys that they wanted to use.
Why though? You don't know?
Don't know or care. As
Did
time
you rub
went on,
someone the wrong way? Something's
maybe?
up.
Don't know. I honestly don't know. But as time went on, and then they offered me a special, a half-hour special. It was around that time I was beginning to look at HBO, and I was like, no, I turned them down. I didn't do it.
So they're fucking holding a grudge.
I don't care. I
take HBO over Comedy Central every time, though.
I turned them
You
down
should,
for
right?
specials, yeah. But that was only because I never felt like the network liked me.
Right.
I don't want to be one of your 500 guys. They're throwing it at me because, again, you have to fill time, so I'm one of the guys you're throwing
Just
it at.
one of the guys.
That didn't feel right.
You want to feel a little special, right?
You want to feel like they want to use you, yeah.
Sam?
No, are you going to do the roast now? Or are you doing it after break?
Oh, we're just going to play a Jeff Ross clip going in a break, and then I heard Giraldo killed, so we got to get some of that on today.
I was just going to set up the context that I don't know if it
For Ross?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll come up in his jokes. It definitely does in Giraldo's, but Ross came out. You know the picture of David Hasselhoff that's all
With
over
the
the
hamburger?
internet? Of him, no, with the leather jacket and the Speedo. And he's just there with his hands on his hips.
Oh, and it keeps coming, like,
Right.
at you?
Right, like that one.
The never-ending loop of David Hasselhoff coming at you.
That's what Jeff Ross was wearing.
And
when
he
he
wore
roasted
this.
him.
He wore this as he roasted him?
The leather jacket and the Speedo.
God bless Jeffrey
Jeff is
Ross.
a funny guy, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. Well,
Did he give it away when he first walked out, or how did they know that he was going to wear that?
He went, instead of coming right from the DS, he went backstage.
Right before he went on. Okay.
Yeah, and then they introduced him, and he came out, and he was like kind of dancing a little bit, and he danced in front of Hasselhoff.
Or Deus.
The Diaz?
The Diaz.
What's it spelled? How's it spelled?
The Diaz brothers.
D-A-I-S, I believe. Where's the D-I-A-S?
It's
There's
D-A-I-S.
I might
I
have
know
an
how it's
excuse.
pronounced, though. Deus.
Yeah.
Isn't it D-A-I-S?
D-A-I-S.
Isn't it a weird spelling?
Diaz.
A before I, except after what?
Except when
I
Y.
before E. Except that's
No, it's I before E.
That's it?
Yeah, it's the
That's
outfit.
pretty funny, man.
That's the
'Cause the l-
Hoff endless loop.
Because the
of
little
Hoff
Hoff
crust.
looks like a cat coming right at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. So Ross wore that outfit.
Yeah.
As he roasted David Hasselhoff last night.
But we must pay gratitude to tonight's great roast master, Seth. Great job tonight, man. Great job, seriously. A man of 1,000 voices, all of them Stewie. Oh, Seth, by the way, South Park called. They want their everything back. Anyway, folks, as you know, I only roast the ones I love, and David Hasselhoff. Finally, a Jew gets to roast a German. Heil Hasselhoff! The only difference between Hasselhoff and Hitler, at least Hitler knew when his career was over. Why do the Germans love you so much, huh? Maybe it's because you fill the entertainment void left by Anne Frank. Too soon? I must admit, I really did love you in that cheeseburger commercial you made. Seriously, Hoff, how's that chain of all-you-can-eat off-the-floor restaurants coming along? You know, it's kind of ironic you made millions playing a lifeguard because every night you drown in your own sorrows. The Hoff once blew into a breathalyzer, and the breathalyzer said, "Whoa, whoa, one at a time, people." Where's my Knight Rider fans? I know you're out there. What a lucky break. What are the odds an alcoholic gets cast in a show about a car that drives itself?
Sirius XM, the virus. Yeah, this is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Little Pearl Jam for everyone.
I wish I had watched them when I was in Bonnaroo. So I
You
was there when
should
they were
have,
there.
man.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been good.
Bonnaroo.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
Obama. He's swimming in the Gulf, though.
Big deal.
He's like, what's
Politically.
his name? He's like, what's his name in Jaws? Showing everybody that it's okay to go in the
It's
water.
Okay. Why don't you go in the water? It's,
What is he, vacationing down there? Saying, look, come on, come back to the Gulf. Everything's okay. Look at me. Look at me and my family
Everybody.
swimming a little bit.
Everybody gave him shit because he was vacationing, saying that people should go down there.
And then he goes up to Maine
and
or
then
something?
he goes to Maine.
Well,
and
he went
he's
to his
playing
favorite
golf.
spot.
So now he figures, yeah, I'll go down there to the Gulf and we'll swim around in the Gulf of Mexico. And then he had a little faux pas there. He should have kept his mouth shut.
You don't think,
in this political climate?
I was just thinking, though, about the swim. You don't think, like, okay, you're thinking pelicans, too? No, they're okay. They don't need to be rushed off to be scrubbed.
They're fine. Just let them swim.
Just going for the obvious.
Everything's good.
Fucking idiot I am. Anyway, go ahead.
Obama chimed in about this fucking mosque.
Yes,
by
he
Ground
did.
Zero. And do people tell him beforehand, look, shut up about this because the election's coming up in November, and this is a no-win for you.
No, but I think it was a win for him. If he had said, if he had come out and said, legally they have the right to do it, we all know that. But I think that the important thing should be sensitivity towards 9/11 victims.
Yeah, he missed.
I know
he missed that point. He stated the obvious. I don't think people are arguing, freedom of religion in America, but well, a lot of people are up in arms because of the insensitivity of the whole thing.
No one's arguing the point that in America you have the right to purchase property and build what you want on it as long as it's legal and practice whatever religion you want wherever it is. I mean, we all understand that.
Just a lot of people think
the legality of it. This idiot, the idiots that are building the mosque should say, look, we realize this is kind of a bad place for it. We're going to move somewhere else.
They might now, to be honest with you, especially since the leader of Hamas has come out and said he thought it was a great idea.
That's wonderful. That's what you want.
But I'm glad that the Post reported it. Good. As opposed to the fucking Daily News front page, Bedbug City. That's good.
Hey, man, 800,000 people might have bed bugs in New York City. That's a big story.
It is, but it's not as big as Hamas backing the same thing as fucking that they're trying to build at ground zero.
Right. Well, here's Obama's original statement, and then he had to do some backtracking when I guess his advisors got to him and said, dude, that's pretty much not the point here.
And then they say, I love how they say he wasn't backtracking. Like they have to say, oh,
absolutely
no,
was
he's
backtracking.
sticking to what he said, but this is a little clarification. But not.
Here's his original statement.
Ground zero is indeed hallowed ground. But let me be clear.
Clear.
As it engenders.
Let me be clear.
And ground zero is indeed hallowed ground. But let me be clear. As a citizen and as president, I believe that Muslims have the right to practice their religion as everyone else in this country. And that includes
flying planes into buildings.
That includes the right to build a place of worship in a community center on private property in Lower Manhattan.
Many people aren't arguing that part.
No one's arguing that.
Part of this.
No
But it's
one's
private
arguing
property. The scumbags who are leasing the property to them are the ones that people should be fucking focusing their rage at.
Right. But no one is arguing, for the most part, what he said so far.
that. Yeah, it's like, of
Manhattan,
course it's illegal.
in accordance with local laws and ordinances. This is America, and our commitment to religious freedom must be unshakable.
Oh, really?
The principle that people of all faiths are welcome in this country, and that they will not be treated differently by their government, is essential to who we are. The writ of the founders.
He's right. He's totally right about that. But how about one thing about how it's in poor taste, or how about sometimes you have to weigh, it's a very sensitive, and how about one fucking thing like that?
Yeah, he had nothing to say about how it's insensitive for a lot of
That's
people.
all, yeah, it's
I
shitty.
mean, people really want to hear what he has to say about that, and he avoided that in that statement.
Of course he did.
Yeah, at least
everything he
bring
said was
something up.
absolutely right. Yeah, of course.
We know that. No one is saying
we all
Muslims
know
shouldn't be
that.
allowed to practice.
Yeah, but living in New York City, a lot of people, most of the population, have a big fucking problem with this.
They do practice. It's called flight school.
Yeah. Fuckers.
And a lot of America has a problem with this. I think it's a majority, right, on this issue? Obviously, in Manhattan it is.
64%, I think.
Although our stupid mayor in New York City doesn't get it either.
He's a fucking bag of shit,
another one.
Bloomberg. He's a fucking bag of shit.
He doesn't understand how this is insensitive to a lot of people.
I'd love to have seen the argument on this and how short it would have been years ago.
With Rudy?
Yeah, like right after 9/11. If, yeah, by the way, there's gonna be a mosque built here. Be like, yeah, no, it's not.
But Anthony,
no, there would have been fucking riots.
Time heals all wounds. We know that now.
No, time makes people fucking idiots that forget.
Time heals all wounds. Yes, a great man said that.
Time wounds all heals.
Oh,
That's what
shit.
I say.
So then they got to Obama somewhere else, and then he added to his statement. With
Yes,
this.
yeah, backpedal.
What do you think about the reaction to your speech about the mosque? What about the reaction to your speech?
Well, my intention was to simply let people know what I thought, which was that in this country we treat everybody equally in accordance with the law, regardless of race, regardless of religion. I was not commenting, and I will not comment on the wisdom of making a decision to put a mosque there. I was commenting very specifically on the right that people have that dates back to our founding. That's what our country is about. And I think it's very important that, as difficult as some of these issues are, we stay focused on who we are as a people and what our values are all about.
You know what? I don't think he brings up the founding fathers and what they thought. I don't think the first thing they were thinking was to, after winning the Revolutionary War was to build a British community center on the grounds of some of the biggest battles where most of the patriots were killed. I really don't think they wanted a tribute or anything having to do with the Brits. It makes no sense.
Yeah, you didn't
Stop
see the
it.
Church of England going up at Waterloo.
Yeah, exactly. This is what it is. That's a fucking war zone. It's a battlefield down there. That's what happened. It was a battlefield. And it's like building a fucking... Can
you imagine a 2 blocks from Auschwitz building, and again, it's a building a tribute to Nazi soldiers who were killed in the war?
You would never see something like that. And it is a much grander scale, but it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same idea. Yeah, Volkswagen factory. It's the same idea. You can't. It's not about not being fucking scumbags, rubbing it in every face, and us having to be the tolerant ones. Fuck you, intolerance.
Sick of being
You know what?
tolerant.
Blow me.
But at this point, it's obvious this thing isn't going to be built down there.
They might move it.
There's no fucking way this thing's going to be built down there.
Yeah.
No way. I don't think so.
It'd be too much negativity around it if they do. You know.
What do you think? You think they build it down there now?
I don't know. I think that they'll be given incentive to do it somewhere else, and they'll do it somewhere else. And if Muslims have any common sense, if you were to do that as an act of goodwill, like we know we have the right to, if we were approved to build it, but while 9/11 was not a statement of our religion, we understand how people feel, and we want you to know that we're not unreasonable. We are sensitive to people. That would go such a long way into people going, wow, man, you know what? Muslims are not these unreasonable kooks that we see in the media. You know, how about for once you guys step up?
Yeah.
You've been given religious freedom here. You're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. No one bans mosques. Nobody says Muslims can't. Can you imagine pulling this shit in a province somewhere? Try this in Kandahar or try this in Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there may be the occasional synagogue there. I mean, they would just come on.
Yeah.
Somebody is asking a question to you, Jimmy.
Yes.
Chris in D.C., go ahead.
Hey, Jimmy, I was just wondering if you could clarify the comment as far as Church of England being built at Waterloo.
That was probably not good. What happened at Waterloo? I was just trying to think of a historical...
Well, France got their asses
I
kicked.
think that was Napoleon, but yes, he would have been against it, I think.
Okay, let me correct myself. I was going to say the Alamo, and I wasn't sure what happened there.
It sounded really good, though.
Yeah, thank you, man. Good
I
point.
thought it brought it all together, Jimmy.
I'm an ass.
No, it kind of works, though, because Napoleon got his ass handed to him at Waterloo.
But now I should have picked a place where...
where they won.
In the U.S., where
Someone
is
lost
Waterloo?
Waterloo is in Russia, right?
It's not U.S.? I thought it was U.S.
No.
I'm a dope.
Waterloo's in Russia?
No,
No, I fucked up. I meant it as here.
It's in Europe. Yeah, it's definitely over there.
I meant it as here.
Over there.
I'm a dope.
Sam in New Hampshire. Sam.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Belgium.
Hey, listen, I don't get this. You guys think the Dr. Laura thing's a free speech issue. You think Imus thing's a free speech issue. You think all these things are First Amendment issues when they're not related to the government. Yet, what do you think a sitting president is supposed to say about the Constitution? Don't build your fucking mosque here.
Well, no. All we wanted from Obama is to acknowledge that a lot of people feel this is very insensitive. That's all. And what is his opinion on that?
Yeah,
or say something in regards to that, and he avoided that part of the whole issue.
But since when are you concerned with sensitivity and people's feelings about issues? You make baby rape jokes and fucking dead children jokes and call it
I'll tell you the difference, though, bro. Obama. First of all, when Obama said that, we heard it. I said he was right. I said he's right, what he said. We know he's right. So I don't know why you're acting like we didn't say that.
Yeah, we did say...
Well, what else should a sitting president say then? What is the discussion about Obama?
Because
a lot of people
I'll
are
tell you what.
upset about this. So, what do you say?
I'll tell you why I said sensitivity. Because the term sensitivity is being brought into the discussion about how we have to be sensitive to Muslims practicing their religion here. And we've been hearing that for so long about being sensitive to this and sensitive to their rights and sensitive to... And you never hear the other way. How about Muslims be sensitive to the victims of that? Do you understand what I mean? That's why.
We're better than those people, so we don't do it because fucking...
I don't. But again, I'm not saying that.
We're better.
I don't want to be better than anybody that's being scumbags and nonstop fucking with us.
I think they're a piece of shit religion, but I think every religion's a piece of shit. How do you think a Catholic church should sit next door to a fucking child abuse center and go, hey, these guys have been raping kids for 100 years, but go ahead and build your fucking church?
Did I at least answer your question about why we mentioned sensitivity issues?
Yeah, I understand that, but what do you think the president should say? I get the fuck the Muslims, fuck all of them, I understand all that. But a sitting president can only say one thing, and that is he has to follow the Constitution. What else can he say?
Oh, they all offer opinions.
Yeah, he could have said something about, hey, how come Bloomberg offered an opinion? I think it should be built, and I know he's the mayor.
Not a president. He is not protecting the federal Constitution. What did George Bush ever say about Muslims, Anthony? If you're such a big fan of the GOP,
that was me, by the way, that just asked you that.
Solution. What did he ever say? The only thing he ever said was Islam is a religion of peace, and they're not.
They're the axis of evil.
Savages.
That's true.
And he kept saying they're a religion of peace. So don't give me the shit that somehow it's a liberal thing.
Who said
George
that?
Bush didn't have the balls.
Who said it was a liberal thing? Nobody in this country mentions Islam because then they're afraid the jihadists will be able to say now it's a war of Islam. It's a jihad. No president is honest enough to say this is radical Muslims.
George Bush was a pussy, and Barack Obama isn't. George Bush was constantly talking about how extremists in the Islamic religion are enemies and terror. He called Islam a religion of peace, but he said Islamic terrorism is a huge problem that we have. And Obama won't even fucking acknowledge. Obama won't even acknowledge Islamic and terrorism. He won't put them in the same fucking sentence, dickhead. You know it's bullshit. Find me a fucking quote. Find me a fucking quote where he says Islamic terrorist. Find where he says Islamic terrorist.
Islamic terrorism in the last State of the Union.
Oh, he stopped fucking saying that. They made rules where they can't even use the word terrorist.
No, that's not true. He doesn't say it.
Stop.
He is fucking just like George Bush as far as
he's a great guy. What a great president. What a strong president.
He's a piece of shit.
Oh, shut up. George Bush did what he had to do after 9. In hindsight, things went bad. He's fucked up. He was stupid going into Iraq. I understand all that shit. I'm not a George Bush rah-rah fan. But what I'm saying is...
But you think the Republicans are the solution in
nope,
this upcoming election?
Never said that, but I do want the Democrats to fuck out.
Elect a nice Republican into office.
But I want the Democrats to fuck out, so I'm voting Republican this November and watching all the Democrats lose their fucking cushy-ass dick-fuck jobs.
What record of the Republicans can you point to say they're the solution? What record do they have in 50 years of reducing deficit or doing any of the things they say they're going to do?
How about not taxing me
years.
up the ass to give it to some freeloading cunt? How about that? That's what I want. I don't want to be taxed. How about after fucking January 1st, if a family member dies, you're fucking probably going to owe money to the government. That's nice.
All fine, but that doesn't apply to the majority of us.
That's nice.
Deficit spending is a tax increase, yes or no?
What?
Is deficit spending a future tax increase?
Yes.
Is spending more money than the government takes in a future increase?
Oh, of course it is. Under the Democrats, under Obama.
More to the national debt than Republicans. Obama has broken the yearly record, 100% true. No one's ever contributed more to the national debt than George Bush. Look it up for yourself.
Yeah, it is kind of rough to run 2 fucking wars and keep your fucking budget in check.
You called stupid, and they spend $1 trillion on.
I said the war in Iraq wasn't necessary.
You can't say that's the reason why they're spending money is because they're running 2 wars. It's a fucking stupid war that you call stupid. Why does he get a pass on that spending?
He doesn't. I said it was stupid.
You like war?
Did you hear me say it was stupid? Did you hear it? What's the matter with you?
Why do you justify the deficit spending in that example? Why do you justify that and not for things like the stimulus, which is also a piece of shit?
The stimulus. No, because Obama's taxing is not going toward a shit that I agree with.
Is deficit spending a future tax increase?
All right, yeah. You tell me that after January 1st, my friend. You tell me that.
What am I going to tell you?
I already sat with my accountant, you fucking dildo. You don't think I understand? You don't think I understand how much money I am going to fucking give the government after January 1st? Honestly think I have no fucking clue? It's a lot!
What do you think? We don't pay taxes, the rest of us? Try making fucking $80,000 a year and giving 30 to the government.
Well, you know, more than that, and giving a fuckload more to the government.
Try explaining to normal people when you live in a fucking mansion. And
Oh, shut your fuck! See, here's where it boils down to: jealous fucko, jealous fucko. Fuck you! Yeah, I live in a big house. I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls. Shut up!
Now I'm jealous.
You fucking cocksucker. Fuck you. Thanks for boiling it down to where you are. Suffer. I hope he taxes you 50%. Go blow me. Fuck you. Come to my pool and drown in it. You son of a bitch. Go fuck your mother and her cunt. Hate you. Shut up. Greg. Then vote Obama back in. I don't give a fuck. Whatever you want to do. Have fun. Have fun with your great president and all of his great appointments and everything else. You have a pisser. Why don't you? Yeah. And by the way, you make too much fucking money. You make too much money. If you're paying, yeah, you do. You make too much fucking money. You should be taxed more to give to people that don't make shit and don't contribute shit as far as taxes go in this country. Flat tax.
I'm fine with a flat tax. I don't care about.
Oh, then we agree.
That's
All right, cool.
the point here. But what I'm saying to you is
no, we're fine now.
Like you think the Republicans are the solution, and somehow the Democrats are the evil. Or
Didn't say that. When have I ever said the Republicans are a solution? I said I hate the Democrat. No, I don't. I don't. I say I'm voting Republican because I fucking hate the Democrats more than I hate the Republicans.
That's not the solution.
Because I'm not going to fucking vote for somebody that's just going to take away a vote. I am voting for a party that will kick out the Democrats and that fucking Pelosi cunt. I want them out.
But do what? They have no record of leadership or of doing.
Oh, they don't. They have no record of leadership of being the United States not fucking bowing and kissing the fucking feet of terrorist nations like Obama. His apology tour that he took when he first took office. A nice, strong fucking military. How about that, dumb fuck? How about not taxing the shit out of businesses that employ people, you dummy?
I own a business, you fucking dummy.
Yeah. Well, how about not taxing the fuck out of people that employ other people?
Let's stick to one thing. When you're talking about deficit spending and tax
fuck you. No. Listen to what I'm saying. It's plain and simple. You could go into economics. I'm going into real life shit. Here's what happens.
Economics isn't real life shit in your world?
Just hold on. 2 seconds, dummy. 2 seconds. If I'm fucking working and I get taxed more next year than I did this year, you know what I'm going to do? Not hire people this year. Do you understand that?
Why did the Bush cuts have to expire?
Why?
Why did the Bush tax cuts have to expire? Why?
Yeah, exactly. Why? You tell me. Why?
Because they were done under reconciliation, which doesn't allow for additions to the deficit beyond 10 years. Is that true or not, Anthony?
Why can't Obama...
Is that true or not that the Republicans use reconciliation, which you said you hated under health care, which I agree. It's a piece of shit piece of legislation.
Don't drag health care into reconciliation, you dummy.
But the tax cuts were passed under reconciliation because they couldn't get 60 votes, which is why they have to expire.
Tax and spend Democrats doing it again. That's what it boils down to. No, you didn't answer my question. You didn't answer my fucking question that if I employ people and I'm taxed, I'm not going to employ people.
Of course not.
So that helps this country how? At almost 10% unemployment. How does that help?
It's actually more like 17% unemployment, but that they don't count the numbers right.
Yeah.
But that's not the point, though.
Whatever. I'm so fucking tired. I'm tired of this shit.
But your solution isn't a solution. They have no record of success.
My solution is getting Pelosi and the Democrats
Let me ask you this.
in the fucking...
If the Democrats are so bad,
yeah.
How did they get a 60-seat majority, 59 with Ted Kennedy dead?
Because...
Record gains in the House. Wait a second.
Record gains in the House? They're plummeting in the fucking polls. Obama's plummeting. The Democrats are plummeting. They're going to lose seats. Watch them lose seats.
When they get wiped out in November, I'll fucking be happy with that. It doesn't bother me. But all I'm saying is from 06 and 08, they made record gains. How did a black man with a Muslim name get elected to the White House if the Democrats are so
Because crazy? George Bush fucked up so badly. Right. There was a horrible Republican ticket. And black people came out in droves along with young liberal whites and voted in the first black president to be a part of history.
Sure.
Believe me,
People who
that
think
had a
like
lot
you,
more
that
to do with it.
Republicans are the solution. Think someone like Sarah Palin can be president.
Don't
How fucking
put
scary
Sarah
is that?
Palin in my fucking mouth.
She did actually.
I didn't say that. I said
never,
people who think like
ever
you
wanted
also
that
think
fucking
Sarah Palin, actually, to answer your question
You're a
about
cunt.
why they voted for Obama, I think Sarah Palin cost McCain the election.
Of course.
But you guys talk to people like
Gag
Hannity.
ticket.
Hannity thinks Sarah Palin can be president of the United States. Hannity thinks.
Hold on. One thing at a time, dude. So what? Hannity and I are not. First of all, not the same
Yeah,
person.
who cares?
Sean's much
I'm not
more.
saying that, but I'm saying
Well,
people
dude,
like
stop.
that who you guys
Stop
respect.
babbling. One thing at a time. Hannity is much more conservative than I am, and because Hannity thinks Sarah Palin would make a good president, means nothing to me because I don't think she'd be a good president, and I think she
not.
cost him the election.
Of course not.
So don't put that on me because he thinks that way. That's up to Sean.
You guys, I said people who think Republicans are the solution.
But that's not true.
Overwhelmingly believe Sarah Palin could be president.
A lot of people feel that Democrats just aren't like, dude, Ant is talking about what he sees in his own life. He's going to be paying more now than he did.
Have to expire. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. I honestly
I don't know
know.
the legality of
I don't
why
know.
the tax cuts, but I know one thing. Obama's the president, and he could probably not have me taxed as much. Do you
Why,
understand?
when the Republicans controlled both the House and the Senate and the White House, didn't they get proper tax cuts put in?
They
right?
did.
That wouldn't expire.
They
but
did.
why do they have to expire? Because they didn't do it through the normal process. They used reconciliation twice. That's
Yeah.
the history of those tax cuts. That's truth. Look it up.
So why can't Obama just extend that?
Well, he doesn't want to. He told you.
Oh, he doesn't want to. Why? Why?
He told you. Why would anyone think he would all of a sudden extend tax cuts when he ran on this platform?
Yeah, well, why wouldn't he? It's better for business, and it's better for the country if you cut the taxes or leave the tax cuts in place for small businesses and big businesses. They hire the people. They hire people.
Who should pay the $1 trillion for the Iraq War?
The taxpayers, of course. All
Right,
of the
so why don't
taxpayers.
you just say that all
Everyone
your
that
tax
fucking
increases-
works. Everyone that
tax
works.
increases
Not
you
the
should pay the rest
top.
of your life.
Not the top 3 percentile of income bearers in this fucking country. I'm
Why don't you
tired
tell
of.
yourself
I'm
that?
tired
All
of
the
being
money
a
you pay
beast
goes
of
to that war.
burden. I'm tired of being a beast of burden for fucking freeloaders. So suck my dick.
But why don't you tell yourself that those tax cuts, the tax money you're paying, spends just on military? Wouldn't that make you feel better about yourself?
You know what? It would, because a lot of shit comes out of the military. I don't mind. I don't mind as much spending money on the military as I do social fuck programs for freeloading cunts. I'd rather spend something. I'd rather pay my entire year's taxes on one rivet for a Predator drone than pay for fucking freeloaders.
But you think soldiers should get health care for life?
Do I think soldiers should get health care for life? Let me think. I think veterans of war should probably get health care. Yeah.
So if you achieve a certain status, and I agree they should get it.
Certain status. Here he goes now, making it vague. No, I said soldiers that have gone to war, not people of certain status.
What about people who are like mentally retarded? Should
No,
they get help from
fuck the retarded. Shut up.
Really?
Literally, fuck them.
Yeah.
They're easy.
That's true. Just tell them that there's candy in the pillow.
You apply it based on a status, which I agree with, but
Oh,
then
here
when
he goes.
people
A
say things like
status.
old poor people should get Social Security because they're old and poor.
They
You're like,
do,
well, fuck their
but they
status.
do. They do get Social Security.
I understand that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is your belief on the Army thing, which I agree with, they should get it. I have family members that are in the military. But that's a status argument that because of their service, and they
See,
did a certain thing, they're entitled.
you love making it a vague argument now. No, I said veterans of wars, not status. Oh, so it's a status thing. So you think people that now you'll turn it into 20 other fucking things based on a status thing, right?
Well, you either have a philosophy and a stance on things.
No, I don't have a philosophy on this. I
don't have a
have
philosophy.
an example. I have one example.
Right, you either have a principle on subjects or you don't.
You don't have to. Well,
Oh
dude, you don't have to
my
turn it into.
God.
If someone, hold on. If someone is
this,
for,
by the way, is the way Democrats think. One thing has to be everything. If you agree with this one little niche thing, then you agree with the entire party line.
Can I ask you a question, bro? And I'm curious about this. If Ant said whether like I think that veterans of foreign wars should be given health care for life, how does that turn into anything but veterans of foreign wars?
No, it doesn't to me. All I'm saying is because of that status, you're saying because of what they've done for the country, you think
Yes.
that they security and Medicaid for poor people, is they're saying their status means I'm not saying fucking I think every person deserves unemployment or I think every person deserves. Soldiers should get health care because of their status. That's an argument based on what they've done. And when other people say, well, old should get Social Security, that's because of their status. You just don't agree with that status getting the health care.
I still don't understand what you mean because
what other status you're talking about.
Yeah, status, because you're using the same word, it doesn't put them into an equal category.
Right. So you think soldiers have earned the right to lifetime health care because of what they did for the country? I agree.
I think so. Yes.
Because there are lasting problems.
That other people make is old people who work their entire lives in the United States deserve getting Social Security when they retire because of what they've done for the country.
And I agree with that too.
That's the argument they make. That's the same argument. So when Anthony says fuck social programs, well, the idea behind social programs is people came up with the idea that certain people deserve
freeloaders, motherfucker. Didn't I say for freeloaders? I said social programs that take money out of my pocket and give it to people that aren't even paying fucking taxes.
Of course, there's always going to be people who abuse the system. You can't do away with that.
Yeah, well, there seems to be a bit too many, and I don't like the way Obama and Pelosi and all these other motherfuckers are using my money to pay for these people to help bring them up, as they said. I don't care about them. I don't give a flying fuck about them. I don't want my money being used to take care of other people like that.
But now you know why people say they don't give a fuck about rich people, because they do the same thing. Why do I give a fuck?
Oh, yeah. We only pay 99% of the fucking taxes. We foot like 96% of the bill. 96% of the fucking bill is footed by people that are considered the evil wealthy people.
I'm not disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is when people say, look at rich people, how good they have it, look how much money they have, and they say, fuck rich people, they should pay more taxes, that's the same logic he's saying, fuck these freeloaders, they don't do shit.
No, how about we get a president in there and a House that says that they have to pay taxes, that there's no more tax exemptions. If you make $10,000 a year, you have to pay fucking $500 at the end of the year. How about that?
I just realize I live in a state that we don't have sales or income tax, and any Democrat that ever mentions the word income tax gets killed.
What are you in
Anyone
Delaware?
that ever mentions the word sales tax gets killed. We don't have sales or income tax in New Hampshire. Because if you fucking try to get that passed here, you get destroyed.
Yeah, well,
you're out of office.
Good for you.
It's so weird with the Democrats too, man. It's like I'm honestly up in the air. I agree with Ann about I would prefer Republicans are better for my taxes, but the Democrats, like with the case against Staliano being thrown out, and with them not pursuing porn or decency, that's where the Republicans lose me. And it's hard because, like, for tax reasons, I fucking want the Republicans. But for these social things, which make my job, like, I shouldn't say social, but moral issues, which make my job a little easier, the Democrats are much better for us. Because the Republicans, even though they're not politically correct,
well, because they're always tied into that religious right bullshit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I got to head to work, but Ant, just so you know, I own a shitload of guns too, my man. So I got to go into
got
work.
something in common.
That's true. And you're both
You and
gay.
Sam.
Go blow your
I
father.
got lots of guns, so take it easy, fellas.
All right,
Why don't you go shooting with Sam?
Not.
Why don't you go shooting with Sam, man?
Hate that guy.
Well, he was pretty good.
I hate him.
You don't want to go shooting with him?
No.
Why not? Both own guns.
Yeah, wait till he goes down and put up a new target.
Jesus.
Blast his head off.
My
God.
Mike on Long Island wants us to just get back to the funny because it's Monday.
What?
First of all, tell Mike in the Long Island. Did Mike say the funny?
Yeah.
Tell him it's a horrible
You can
way.
tell him, Mike.
You guys say it all the time.
It's a horrible expression.
I know, but you say it all the time.
No, we don't.
No, I don't.
So what?
Get back to the funny? I don't know if we say it all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe as a goof.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
This is a talk show. We talk about shit that's funny. Sometimes we talk about shit when an asshole caller calls up with some inane, stupid, babbling, ridiculous opinion, and my genius has to shine through. Sometimes that happens.
Absolutely.
I don't disagree with you at all. He was annoying. I would have just fucking hung up on him because he just gets tired of hearing these guys babble.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Well, see, instead, but then you get people that go, oh, see, you don't give the guy a chance to
Yeah,
talk.
you gotta give him a
so we
chance.
gave him a chance to talk. He made his points, and that was that.
Fair enough. All right. No
All
problem.
right. What about the funny? You got a joke?
Yeah,
dude?
what do you got to
You got a
contribute
joke?
to
Yeah,
the
why don't you
funny?
start the funny?
Get us back to the funny.
Funny at all, anyways. That's why I listen to you guys.
Get us back to the
Yeah,
funny.
what's
But
your best joke?
You have to know what the funny is.
Give us
in the
your
first
best
place.
joke right now,
Go ahead.
Mike.
Give us a joke. Go.
Right now. Any
Go.
joke. Any joke.
Go.
I don't have a really good joke right now. It's 8:30 in the morning, 8:45. But
Come on,
Zsa Zsa Gabor is dead.
Go.
Zsa Zsa Gabor is dead.
Go.
Breaking news.
Is she?
Breaking news. I don't know. I just sitting at home with my my girlfriend in the morning, and she just fucking rambles on about, oh, you're gonna do this, take care of the dog, take care of this shit. I'm just sitting there. I'm trying to get dressed for work and not listen to this crap all the time. I just want to get in my car, drive to work, and listen to you guys.
This is good stuff right here.
I wouldn't say that.
All right,
is Zsa Zsa dead? She was asking for her own last rites.
Yeah, Zsa Zsa is.
Wow, she said, "Could I have my last rites?"
I heard she was asking
over the weekend. She got her last rites. So
damn.
She hasn't been relevant in 20 years anyway, so whatever.
Zsa Zsa? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.
See you, bro. Did she die?
I don't know. I was just trying to, mix a little bit.
Serious condition.
She's dead. Let's say hi to Jason in Virginia. Jason.
Hey, what's up, boys? I got 2 points. This guy that you guys just talked to, I lost my left leg in Iraq, and he is I'm supposed not to have health care for the rest of my life because I served my country, lost a limb, and he wants to put me in the same status as somebody who doesn't work, has 7 kids, and they're supposed to have health care.
Wait,
I don't understand that.
As much as that guy was a boob, he wasn't saying that. I have to say what he said was he agreed with health care for soldiers forever. I think what he said was that the argument being made about status is what people use when they argue the other way. But he wasn't saying that you shouldn't have it. I think he agrees you should.
But he was kind of saying that he should have it in the same way anybody should have it, even people that aren't working and haven't contributed as much.
I don't think he said that.
This guy
Wait,
has.
can I ask you, there's soldiers out there that lose a limb and eventually they're not going to have health care?
Right.
Yeah, if they don't have
That's pretty fucked up.
That's sickening.
Yeah. That is sickening in America.
And I got one other point. Me and my family went to a trip on a trip to New York, and I guess we took a bus ride, just the regular New York Transit. And I guess the front seats are just for disabled people. And I was sitting in the front seat, and an old Jewish woman came up and said, "Why are you sitting there?" So I got up, gave her my seat, and then my wife says, "Won't you show her your leg?" And I showed her my leg, and the whole bus just applauded me. And it just I've lost a limb, and eventually I'm not going to have the health care that I need or the mental care that I need to lose a limb, and it affects you in a big way.
That old bag, I wouldn't have gotten up.
No
My
way.
God.
Should have took off your fake leg and smashed your teeth with it.
Yeah,
I was going to say.
just
Fuck, you
smash
beat me
her.
to it.
God damn.
Right across the gums. Yeah, a nice shot.
Hit her in the denture cream.
As they were clapping, you should have beat her to death.
That would have been a good one.
All right.
boys.
Thank
buddy.
you, Jason.
All right, man.
Let me say a little speed round. If you're on the phone, speed round. Eric, Arizona, go.
Hey, just want to say, Opie, Jimmy, you guys, I love you guys both. Jimmy, you were just out here, man. I didn't even know, man. You should have put the word out a little bit more. But anyway, Anthony, you're a dick, dude. You had wetbacks in your backyard fucking putting up a barbecue last week, dude. You're a dick.
They're American citizens, dummy. I don't hire fucking illegals.
You were sitting there.
I don't hire illegals, you dumbass. They're fucking employed. They're employees.
Did you go to the local Home Depot and pick up your workers at?
Of a design company that I use.
Yep.
And, yeah, believe me, after the first of the year, I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of people coming over to my house to do work. Thank you, Obama.
Like you're holding the whole world's economy on your fucking shoulders.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing, Eric. Exactly what I'm fucking doing. Do you understand what small businesses do in this country? And that if me and a few other people stop hiring people to work at their house, that they have to lay people off at their companies, and it adds to more unemployment and more glom off of the country. What's wrong with you?
Everybody's going to come to your house and suck your dick because you're such a fucking powerful guy. You got so much money. You provide the whole world with the security we need.
I wish.
You're a dick.
I wish. What's the matter, Eric? What's the matter, Eric?
Why don't you like Anthony?
Dude, every morning he's always talking about this stuff, man. And he's
Every morning I talk about it. I didn't even bring it up.
Twice a week.
Shut your fucking yap.
You shut your fucking
yap.
And
Go
fucking
guard your own fucking border, you pussy. There's wetbacks crawling all over the border. What are you doing?
Dude, this whole fucking platform about 1070B with all this thing, this is just a political ploy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is 1070B? None of us know.
1070B is the whole thing about this U.S. immigration, how we're immigration reform in Arizona and stuff. It's all because of the Republicans.
Hello?
Hello?
Where the fuck did he go?
I don't know.
You didn't hang up on him?
No.
No. Hello?
I don't know.
We didn't hang up on the guy.
No.
Call back, buddy. I don't know what the
Call
fuck happened.
back. Screw him.
All right, don't call back.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. I'm sorry.
He doesn't like me.
Everybody likes Anthony. How can you not like Anthony?
My
He's a
God.
sweet boy.
I think Anthony used a button over there.
I'm so
Did he use a button over there?
I don't know. Might have been.
Dave in California.
Oh yeah, hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
I was just going to make a comment about how that guy was trying to compare old people who've worked a shitty life, fucking job, their whole life, and then he's comparing them getting their Social Security benefits to freeloader assholes.
No, he wasn't.
Free health care.
No, he wasn't. He was comparing the argument people. I have to say that I just don't want to misquote the guy. I think he was saying that that's the argument people make. Like that's how they get it through is they use the status. I'm not saying that he agreed or disagreed. I don't know.
Okay, well then those are god-awful people who make that argument.
Okay.
All right. Well, this guy wants in. Travis in Kentucky. Travis.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to tell you, you want the fair tax, not the flat tax. There's a big difference there. The fair tax is where you get taxed on money you spend. The flat tax means you still get taxed whether you spend it or not.
No, I don't mind a flat tax. I don't mind a tax where everybody pays a certain percentage of their money, and it's not, fucking 40% if you make this much and nothing if you make this much. How about everybody pays fucking 7% or whatever the fuck?
17 or 20% I'm fine with.
I think
Why don't you just pay for tax on what you spend? If you don't spend it, why pay tax on it?
It's one of those things. In order to have the country the way it is, we do need a regular income tax.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna look into it. There's shows on there. It's the Fair Tax Now website. If you look on there, it could be done with just this flat fair tax.
Because then, dude, what if you spend it overseas? And to me, it gets a little too weird. To me, it's very simple. It's a very fair system. If everybody gets paid, say, I think Steve Forbes, and I could be misquoting, said 17%. I'm going on memory. But if it's a 17% tax, to me, that's fair.
To everybody.
If you make $20 million, you pay a lot of money. And if you make $100, dude, you're still keeping $83. You're only spending 17.
Yeah.
To me, that's a very fair system.
Yep.
Poor people should pay much less physically, but the percentage says, as a citizen, since we all get the same police protection and we all have the same response to firefighters or whatever, but then again, people in shitty neighborhoods would say that's not true. We should all pay the same thing.
Well,
all right, boys.
Okay.
World
This
needs
is my opinion.
ditch diggers too,
Yeah, then again, you know what? People in bad neighborhoods would say that the wealthier neighborhoods, like the Beverly Hills Police Department, gets a tremendous, is much better than say or more effective than the police department in a shit neighborhood.
Right. James Cameron to celebrate his birthday underwater. Alan in PA. What's up, Alan?
So did Natalie Wood. Good reference.
Alan.
1961, that happens.
Without a submarine.
By the way, I don't know where he's going to celebrate his birthday. Alan, what's up?
Anthony, I don't think it's that you're wrong with the tax thing. I think you're just kind of living from a different time. You said about like businesses, you give them tax cuts, they go out and hire people and everything. I really don't think it's that way. Like the way they outsource everything these days, those jobs aren't available to Americans anymore.
I'm more talking small businesses, which make up a lot more in this country than people think. Small businesses are going to be fucking taxed and not be able to hire people. I'm not talking about huge corporations that, fucking take their shit down in Mexico and have cars built there and whatnot. I'm talking about small business. Which is going to absolutely fall into the category that Obama is taxing the living fuck out of. So, I don't think it's good for the economy or the country. I think you'll see unemployment go up next year.
So, but would you agree with like corporations paying higher taxes though?
I think they pay a fuckload. I think they pay a fuckload too. Corporations
language
pay huge amounts of taxes. I don't taxing just to keep raising taxes isn't the fucking answer. How about we get our shit in order and see how much money we really need first?
That's impossible.
And I agree with that, but then the Republicans, they always go back, and I'm going to be fair here. I'm not a Republican, so let me throw that right out there. But Republicans always go back to, like, you know, how Ronald Reagan was, you know, the greatest Republican president. Taxes for the top earners were higher under Reagan than they are now.
Yes.
So you have to think, you know, did he have something right? Like, what is the what do you got to do to make it work? Like, did he have the right mixture of taxes versus jobs that maybe we don't have?
I guess he did. He wasn't taxing the fuck out of small businesses.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
All right, guys. Hey, love the show.
All right,
thank you, sir.
We done? Everyone got their points in?
I'm sure.
Yeah?
Yeah. People don't like me. I guess I'm out of touch. I gotta get back. I gotta get back in touch with the people, with the common man.
Do you want to get in touch with the common man?
No!
Jesus.
Fuck him!
Jesus.
I've been there. I didn't like it.
Ant's a guy who just fucking resents people putting their hands in his pockets, man. Dude, it's like people who think Ant's an elitist is really wrong. When you grow up fucking 3 kids, a single mother, or a dad it's like, fuck that. You work hard. You know, you got a lucky break, but so what? You earn your money. You earn your fucking money, and you resent people taking. And I kind of agree with that, man.
Yeah.
They take and take.
It's just annoying, that's all.
I didn't fucking inherit my money.
And Ant's a generous guy. It's like, that's the point. It's
To a fault!
Ant's not a cheapskate, but he's fucking, you know, building this great house and stuff and all this shit that you wouldn't have had 20 years ago. I think that's fair.
Trying to have some fun.
And he's a queer.
Yeah.
You got an equal amount of hating you and liking you as far as this topic goes. I mean, it is what it is every time we bring this up, right? You know?
Yeah.
More importantly, we got spacemen spacewalking today.
Really?
I don't know.
What are you, the uninformed news?
That's my new bit I'm trying out. I don't know. I don't know if Zsa Zsa's
just make
dead.
up stories.
I don't know if James Cameron's going to celebrate his birthday underwater. And I don't know if
Sounds like
spacemen
something
will
you'd
be
do.
spacewalking today. I have no idea.
Sounds like something you'd do.
Look it up yourself and see if any of those things are true.
I love to spacewalk.
So do I. Greg Giraldo killed on the roast last night on Comedy Central, a place that Jimmy's not invited to ever.
Ever.
And we don't know why. We want to know why.
It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
It's funny. I like the people that work for them, for real. Like, I'm not being politically correct. I actually do. The people I've known who work for them, they're all nice.
Yeah.
I don't think they hate me as a person.
You would be great on the roast with Hasselhoff. You'd be
I only
perfect.
did one on Bob Saget. I guess
I've seen
they
you
didn't
do
like
roasts.
I guess they didn't
You
think
do
I
a
was
very good
enjoyable.
roast. Why don't we listen to what Greg Giraldo had to say? Because everyone's talking about how he killed.
My manager's always telling me, Jim, they love you. I'm like, they don't love me, Jonathan.
If they loved
don't.
you, they would call more.
They use you if they love you.
Eat, love, pray.
Oh, God.
It's funny. Some feminist website blasted me for my review on Red Eye. And it's
Really?
like, it's what's really funny.
Can
it was
I
like
read this?
The blogger. Yeah, it's
Can we get the blogger's comments on Jim Norton?
What's really funny, though, is she took it so literally. It was like, hey, you idiot. I hadn't seen the movie. That was the joke.
Well, let's discuss that after the break, okay? Eat, Love, Pray, The Expendables, and a movie I thought that should have done well is that superhero thing with the I don't know. He has to battle the exes of his new girlfriend.
I don't even know what that is.
Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
What is that?
right.
What the hell is it called? I
Scott
don't know.
Pilgrim versus the World.
Yeah,
Who knows about that? Sounds terrible.
I hear it's supposed to be a good movie.
Who told you that? Scott Pilgrim?
Me and
Not
Mr.
on the
Pilgrim.
weekend with the fucking destructive credibles.
Expendables.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk a little movies
Eat,
and other
love,
things.
pray.
But first, Greg
Eat,
Giraldo
pray,
killing on the roast of David Hasselhoff.
Pam Anderson is here, everybody. I hope this isn't too direct, Pam, but God, I've jerked off to you a lot. You've caused me to spill more seed than Muhammad Ali at a bird feeder. Pam, you have Jeff Ross's big mouth is here, isn't he? Jeff, what the f***? You looked adorable in those little shorts and everything. You look like Andrew Dice Gay. How fat do you plan on getting? You're fattening up faster than you're aging. You're like the curious case of Benjamin Glutton. You bloated hack. Your jokes are so old, they know who George Hamilton is. You starred in Jekyll and Hyde on Broadway. Give him a round of applause for that. It's excellent acting. You played a normal guy who drinks something and then turns into a raging, abusive asshole. What impressive range. Maybe for your next big leap, you can go out for the part of washed-up, drunken cheeseburger eater. Hasselhoff, you're drunk. You drink a lot, right? Your liver is so shriveled, black, and dead, if you put your ear to your side, you can hear it go, "What you talking about, Willis?" Hasselhoff, you're a good man. You're a good dad. Congratulations on being honored here tonight. I know you're taking a lot of shit, but you're not going to remember any of it. Let's face it. So you know. Thank you.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
You do it to yourself, you do. And that's why we have to do it to yourself, just you. You and no one else. You do it to yourself. Do it to
Fucking Radiohead. Loving the Radiohead. Man found dead after boat mishap.
Boating accident? Uh-oh.
Could happen. That could happen, too. Summertime, a lot of people are boating.
Sure.
And you would be found dead after a boating mishap, right?
Certainly.
What else is going on in the world?
I'd hate to be found dead after a mishap.
A boat mishap.
You don't want a mishap being your demise.
It always implies something really avoidable and you're an asshole.
Yeah, you want it to be more impressive than a mishap.
Yeah.
Mishap.
You never want to die because of a mishap. You're
Man
so
dies
right.
in testicle-smelling mishap.
Steven Slater is a dick.
Yeah, he is.
Boy,
God,
this guy's,
I've turned on this fucking guy.
Everyone's turned on him.
All he needed was a little time in front of the TV cameras, and you realize, well, this guy's just a jerk.
He's the jerk-off flight attendant that you hate.
Yeah.
He's a chode.
Chode. Haven't heard that one in a while.
He's a jerk chode.
You chode.
Oh, but Janine Pirro's going to give her opinion on it. Shut up. He's just a jerk. His story's falling apart, too, right?
I guess he initially said that cut on his head was because of the luggage or the altercation he got into with the woman before he pulled the chute and fucking jumped out. And now it seems that isn't the case. And he's not saying where he got that wound.
Yeah, no one's backing up his claim anymore. Eat, pray, love, or eat, love, pray. What do you do first? You eat first, then you do a little praying, and then you do a little fucking?
I don't know.
That looks horrible.
No, it looks good.
It's a chick. It's a chick thing. You know,
Total
we're not
chick
supposed to.
flick.
We're not supposed to understand that one. I don't think.
No.
Nah.
You not find it, Danny?
No, I got it now.
What happened was I did a goof review on Red Eye last Monday.
So can we hear the goof review before you do part 2 of this, Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I wouldn't object. By the way, here's the setup.
But you're setting it up by saying you purposely were doing a goof review of Eat, Pray, Love.
Greg had said to me, Gutfeld emailed me, he goes, look, I would love you to be my Eat, Pray, Love correspondent. Because I'm so wrong for it. And it was before the movie had come out. I had obviously not seen the movie. Mm-hmm. So it was a goof segment that I was going to review the film.
And that's where the comedy comes in.
Well, let's hope,
the
guys.
Comedy. All right, here's Jimmy goof reviewing Eat, Pray, Love. Everyone knew that.
On Red Eye last Monday.
On Red Eye last Monday. Oh, hold on a minute.
Nice, huh? It's sensuous, succulent, and life-affirming. And it opens this Friday. I speak of that movie, Eat, Pray, Love. It's a liberating tale of a woman's year-long trip to 3 far-flung countries of the world. The character, played by Julia Roberts, finds herself embarking on a search for pleasure, spiritual enlightenment as a way to find balance in her life. It's not just a travelogue, really. It's an empowering story of self-fulfillment. With me now is Jim Norton, our Eat, Pray, Love correspondent. Jim, By the way, thank you for becoming our Eat, Pray, Love correspondent.
Thank you for asking me, Greg.
Well, you know what? You were the first person I thought of because I think
should have been.
Yeah, you've been preparing for weeks for this movie, haven't you?
I really have been. I've been meditating on the toilet and puncturing my own testicles.
Yeah, really. Interesting. Now, the movie begins. She's a wreck. The Julia Roberts character's a wreck. She's bankrupt. Her wedding's over, and she just says, "You know what? I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave." What kind of message does this send to American women?
It's important, Greg, because it says that no matter how lousy a wife you are, or how bad an employee, how horrible you are with money, there's always time for a vacation.
Yes, exactly.
Just get up, go to Karachi.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, she goes to Italy, and you know what she does? She savors the simple Italian foods on her first date. She eats a lot of gelato.
She really does. And then there's that wonderful scene at the end where she's vomiting gelato and Jägermeister into a gutter.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. A lot of movies wouldn't show that.
No, but they do, and then Eric Roberts comes over and overacts again. It's really a nice moment.
It's unusual, because they're related, yet they share a love scene.
Yes.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, and yet he stayed here, and she went way up there. It's really comforting for both of them.
Now, she takes a language course.
She does.
Yes.
Through a series of wacky mishaps. She has to say, it's an emergency, where's the toilet, in 40 different languages.
Really? Why, that's so beautiful, though.
Really
she does find the toilet.
Well, half the time she does, half the time she has to improvise, Greg. Hats, fields, whatever she can. Steins. Oh, that Julia. She's charming no matter what she does. A hole in the ice in Alaska. Oh, God love her.
She discovers yoga. She goes to meditate, and she approaches spirituality with skepticism, and then she's won over, isn't she?
She does. I was the first one to start clapping what she really did. Because I didn't know if she was going to overcome.
Yeah, you had no idea, did you?
Oh, it was heartbreaking, these yoga scenes, and I'm sipping my chamomile tea, and I'm lactating, and I'm thinking about my vagina and motherhood.
Yeah.
And then she finally realized what she was supposed to realize.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow it for everybody, but really, it was
Well, what happens at the end of the movie? I mean, I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but does she finally find her true love?
She really does. She goes to India, and she begins traipsing barefoot through the slums and falls in love with the smell of garbage and a man with one foot.
Oh, wow. See, it doesn't matter if you are missing a foot. Is that the message?
That is the message, because she holds up his good one, and she goes, this is going to go, too. And then she kisses it, and the film ends. She's marvelous.
Did you smell Oscar?
Oh, Greg, this is the finest film I've ever been forced to sit through at gunpoint. It really was wonderful.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to close things out with a post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy.
And that was obviously
Dude, fucking hilarious.
Thank
first
you.
of all,
Obviously, a ludicrous review of a film I had not seen.
And someone took it seriously on their blog.
Well, before she's a
Why would you
blogging-
take that seriously?
What happened to feminism? Like, I guess they were always a little take themselves too seriously, but I would love to get her on the phone. Her name is what's her name, Danny? The one who wrote that. Not even to yell at her, but I really don't want to. Sarah, I can't. Sarah Arboleda. I would love to just talk to her and go like, how do you not understand that the comedy, whether you thought it was funny or not, that's a subjective thing, but it was in the ludicrousness of the review.
Yeah, it was obvious a comedy thing.
It's like in The Jerk when he goes, damn these glasses, son, and Steve Martin points at them and goes, okay, I damn thee.
Yeah.
That's a ludicrous thing to happen. It's not ever going to happen.
Yes.
So maybe Steve, if he's listening, can we look for her?
Yes.
So what did she write there, Jimmy?
I don't have it in front.
I have her on the
out.
phone from Australia.
She wrote, oh, it's long. I don't want to read the whole thing.
Where's the part?
Can I have it printed out? I'll say I have no desire to read Eat, Pray, Love when it was a book, and I have even less desire to see it now that it's been made into a film. So she has not read it or seen it.
Okay.
I was content to argue that my lack of interest was because, for whatever reason, the film just doesn't appeal to me. But after hearing comedian Jim Norton's sexist review of the movie, I'm beginning to worry that it has something to do with the stigma attached to lady films, especially lady films in which the lady in question is trying to find herself, not just get a man. And then she goes into her favorite film of all time is Stand By Me. I would really like to edit this. And then at the bottom, she bashes... fuck. I don't want to just paraphrase because I don't want to rob what she's. I'll have to read it. I can't.
All right, so we'll have to go back to this, I guess.
My favorite movie of all time is Stand By Me, and while I vehemently argue that it's because the film is so perfectly encapsulates the moment of childhood right before gender really starts to matter, I also admit that I hated explicitly female counterpart now and then with a passion. We already know that female comedians are absent from the big screen, but what about dramatic actresses? Is that female protagonists are less interesting, or just less interesting films are typically made about them? I know that this is hardly a groundbreaking argument, but Norton's comments infuriated me.
Oh.
If for no other reason than because he seems to suggest that a woman's spiritual journey of self-discovery is frivolous, irresponsible, and worst of all, boring.
It is boring.
It is boring.
Shut it.
But what annoys
Coming from
me,
where we sit.
but this is again her. I don't have the agenda. This
No,
chick
no.
does.
You
It
were
was-
fucking around.
A movie about self-discovery, regardless of gender, is boring to me. And for her to assume that it's because it's a woman, it made her angry as a woman. Wow, that's real female empowerment. Have a great sense of humor. Then she goes, first, there's Norton's completely unoriginal misogyny about the unimportance of a woman's self-discovery. And it was like, you dummy. To think that that was about a woman's self-discovery being unimportant when I am making fun of the film I haven't seen.
Yeah.
And then she goes into the chamomile tea and the lactating line. Yawn, we get it. Women's films are boring.
Oops.
There's more. I'm sorry. There we go.
Okay, yawn, we get it. Women's films are boring and they're all about emotions and junk. Where were the guns? Where were the nameless hot chicks? And it's like...
At my house.
If you only knew the kind of films almost every film I love does not have nudity in it, you dummy. It's like she's annoyed about a movie review of a book she has not read, a film she has not seen, about a comedian that she obviously knows very little about. And she's not doing it in humor. She's seriously angry. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And it goes on, and I don't want to paraphrase it.
On and on.
But it's just like, that's what you deal with. Like, what happened to fucking... Feminists just annoy me. I've never met a funny feminist. But this is what they are. It's like this self-righteous, like, hey, Bob, women's self-discovery is not to be ridiculed.
I'm just getting a kick out of reading your quotes. I just heard it. I just heard it on the clip we played. But to read your quotes and then her reacting to it is simply insanity.
And then she misquoted me. And then there's that wonderful scene where she vomits gelato and Jägermeister into a butter. Why would she vomit into a butter, you dummy?
Gutters, stupid. Oh, my God.
She said the most appalling of Norton's assertions is that Roberta's character, based on the novel's author, Elizabeth Gilbert, is just a bad, irresponsible person trying to escape from her failure as a woman. And then it's important, Greg, because no matter how bad of a wife you are, no matter how horrible of an employee, first of all, where is the thing about failure as a woman? I say this because she's divorced and unemployed. So I'm addressing each point, and the fact that she was a wife, well, that's because she's a woman. But I say employee and how horrible you are with money. Those are not gender specific. I am making fun of I'm answering the question that Greg asked me.
Right.
I wish she was on the... Can we get her? Have you heard that or no? Are you just hearing this now?
No, I'm looking for the name.
But I said it 10 minutes ago on the air.
I know you said it. I don't know how to spell it. Thank you.
Well, how come we just do it?
You want me to scroll up so you can see? Thank you.
I said this 10 minutes ago.
No, you didn't say it.
I did.
Yeah,
Thank
right
you.
when we
Later. Thank you.
right when we started the segment.
Yes, I've got it now.
I know, but 10 minutes ago we were trying to... Can we find her?
Or the segment, whatever.
Oh, God.
Mind-boggling.
Come on, Steve.
I mean, there was a 3.5 minute clip that we played, and he could have been in here while we were playing the clip. Whatever.
Or just Googled the same thing I told Danny to Google.
Yes.
Did I do that on the air or off the air?
But you could really kind of find it.
You
We
could,
did say the name.
if you're the producer, you can find shit. You have to be able to find shit. So.
And that's how you... What's the name?
I can find her number. It's just that, it's either what's... I only
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one
Can you
screen to
find her
work
number?
with.
Can you
Yeah,
try?
could
I
probably do
appreciate that. I didn't... Oh, my God.
Let's go to Jeff in Cleveland. Jeff.
Hey, yeah, they only make these kind of films about self-discovery and spirituality about women.
Maybe.
They never make them about guys. I couldn't name one that isn't at least a biopic, and the reason why is because they're too boring. Only women would sit through this crap.
Yeah. But to imply that it was based in misogyny, instead of just this is a boring concept to me because it's a boring concept, Her assuming that she knew where I was coming from was being misogynistic is what drives me fucking crazy. So irritating.
And what's the movie about? She eats some good things.
I don't know.
She finds some spirituality.
I don't know any more than she does.
And a few lovers over there. And that makes her a better person when she comes back to
and then
America?
It's wonderful, yeah. Then it's fantastic.
Okay.
If you made the movie with Anthony Bourdain or something, then I might watch because that'd be cynical and funny.
And wouldn't the movie do better if it was a frump in the lead role instead of Julia
Well, why
Roberts?
would it
We're
be?
supposed
I
to
mean,
think a hot piece of ass like Julia Roberts would have all this shit going wrong.
She's getting to be frump.
A little long in the
territory,
tooth?
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely in
She's still
frump
all right,
territory.
man. She's still all right. Although she has a witch's nose.
Dude, I gotta admit, that fucking perfume stuff killed my throat.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, wow.
Why did it spray?
That's a drag.
It just like, I feel
Really?
right at the base of my throat where my nose and throat like meet.
Oh, man.
It's like, and then I drank my water and it had some in it. I guess it had settled.
All right, cool. Maybe Steve will send them out to sell the cologne soon.
Steve.
Are you mad at Steve?
Someone said
I'm annoyed because to me that's just like, come on, man. We were doing this segment. We should have been on this a few minutes ago. And if you can't get her, I understand that it's last minute. But to only come in at that point and ask does bother me, yeah.
Someone said Steve just doesn't know how to call a woman.
And by the way, I do my Boneyard show here on Wednesdays. It's from 11 to 12, and then it replays. Some of the versions of the songs they've been playing are not the ones I asked for.
Ooh,
and it's really fucking annoying me. And then I hear DC is giving Troy Kwan a hard time. So I would like somebody else in DC to handle this. If the guy who's doing it is annoyed by doing it, maybe you have a lot of shit you're doing. I get it.
I don't get it.
It's like if I-
Edited versions or something?
No, a little stupid thing. Like I did a lot. I do themes, and last week's theme was all live songs. And one of the versions I wanted was fucking Ted Nugent doing Wang Dang Sweet Poontang, because I love the version off Full Bluntal Nugent. I'm not a fan of Nugent or that song, but off that album, I like it. So they play a different version. I'm like, this is shit.
Why did they play a different version?
I don't know.
So thank you very much.
Was it another live version?
It was, but it wasn't what I asked for, and I put the album name in parentheses.
So why bother doing the show if they're not playing the songs you dig? This place is very confusing.
Very.
Extremely confusing.
And Troy's giving him the info. I know he is.
Troy who? Oh, hi, Troy. Hey, we got Sierra from Ohio wants to say something to Jimmy. Sierra?
Okay.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, Sarah.
Oh, fuck, a pill popper. Love
Yay.
these girls. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hello, druggie.
You need to stop drinking chamomile tea while you're lactating on the toilet. If you were drinking yerba mate, then you would feel better.
That's probably my problem. I'm just not in touch with myself.
Yeah.
You need to touch yourself a little bit more.
No, I can't. It's impossible. To grab my dick any more than I do already is an impossibility.
Still have to work, don't you?
Yeah.
What's with that voice?
What do you mean?
Where are you calling from?
Yeah, you just waking up, Sarah?
Yeah, you got that morning voice kind of a...
You wanna diddle your snatch for us?
I'll pass. Thanks, boys.
Is it the way I put it, or you just don't want to do that? If we put it sexier, will you do it?
If you put it sexier.
All right, I blew it. Anybody else want to give
Yes.
it a shot?
Opie,
Okay, Jimmy?
Opie, talk sexy.
Madam, I'll ask you. Madam, would you...
No. I want to hear it from Opie.
Okay.
I already said fucking diddle your snatch.
No, but she wants to ask sexy. I think that's
I'd have
fair.
to say snatch. Like
Yeah,
that.
ask her sexy. That's fair.
Would you mind finger popping yourself?
She's saying that's not sexy.
Yeah, all right, Jimmy, why don't you try?
No, she wants
I failed
to hear you.
miserably.
Come on, you can say it sexy,
I
man.
failed miserably.
How would you say it if you wanted her to play with herself?
I said diddle your snatch.
You wouldn't say that for real, though.
Oh, yeah, I would.
That's how you made a baby? You said diddle your snatch?
Snatch.
Diddle your snatch.
Snatch.
9 months later. Beautiful baby.
Jimmy, you want to try with this,
No,
Sarah?
she doesn't want it from me.
Anthony, you want to try with this,
She wants it
Sarah?
from you.
Nah, she got kind of a... I like her voice.
Yeah, you do have a nice voice.
It's that smoky, kind of fucking raspy, old Demi
I knew
Moore
it went in the
sound.
radio. I knew it.
No, you got a good voice. What do you got? Like pills in you, a little alcohol from last night, or is this just regular Sarah?
No, just Baba Booey type shit.
What?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does Baba Booey mean?
What do you mean, Sarah?
What do you mean? What is that?
Stupid Baba Booey.
It's like, and it's like, sweetheart, the girl who called. You didn't have to hang up. You could have stayed. It's not 1992 where we're
Yeah.
gonna go. Ah, program director's
Oh,
coming.
no.
Disconnect. It's okay to stay on the phone. You can say it as much as you want.
How do we respond to that? I'm sorry to the listeners.
We've let people actually say it until they couldn't talk anymore and then just hung up.
Yeah.
Where they lost
Do
their
what you got to
voices.
do. Oh,
you gotta
no. The phony phone call's coming. So, Danny, thank you. Danny found her number in how long?
Wait, did Anthony? I'm sorry. Did Steve find the number yet? Where's Steve? Bring
No.
Steve back in.
Steve
here.
says,
I'm writing my own book called Eat, Eat, Eat.
Eat, pray, love. Eat some more. No, eat cock. Eat and kneel to pray, but wind up sucking cock while you're down there instead.
How are you going to get that on the book?
And then love cum all over your face. Eat cock. Pray they're HIV negative and love the cum on your face. Self-discovery.
That's a long title for a book, though, Jimmy. Good men's film on self-discovery is American History X.
That's funny.
Steve, you got the number?
I found a number, but there's no answer.
Okay.
Did you actually call the number?
Yes, I did.
Was it her voice on the machine, or did she say her
No,
name?
it's an automated voice. I found a California number, and I also found a British Columbia number, which is where she currently resides.
So you tried both?
Yes.
Okay.
Canuck,
Cool.
huh?
It's early.
Canadian.
Did you leave a message?
No, I will leave a message, though.
I hung up.
Why wouldn't you leave a message?
And just stared at the phone.
Yeah, why didn't you leave her a message? Say we're on the radio. We're not going to kill you. We just want to
Maybe
talk
she
to
was
you.
screening.
No, well, all right. I will leave her a message this time. I usually just call all of them because I only have 3 more to go.
3 more what?
Numbers. I found 4 listings in British Columbia for that last name.
So you called
one of them so far, and then you called me to the studio. I'm going to call the other ones.
Okay.
Awkward.
Okay. It's a very slow process.
Awkward.
Okay.
All right.
Let's, all right, we want to do this. Let's do it. I want to have her on the phone.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Click.
Let's
leave a message after click. No.
Why would you? You know, we're having a segment on the radio about your blog with Jim, who you wrote it about. And make sure you stress. I'm not going to scream at her. I'm not even mad. It's like, what are you doing, though?
All right, listen. We can regroup. I know we could get this back together.
Get what? It's fucking. There's,
I know
there's
we
no
can get
wheels
this-
to fall off.
I know we can get this back together.
Yeah. He really.
Well, this person
he
very
really pulled the brake handle, doesn't
Oh
he?
my fucking god!
But this is a good comment.
How do you spell her name? It's Thursday.
But Denny in Tennessee has a very good observation.
All righty,
Denny.
Morning, guys.
Hi.
Morning. Hey,
Morning,
yeah, I'm kind
Denny.
of wondering why the hell Steve's even there fucking up the works. He doesn't work on Mondays. He's not even supposed to be there.
Yes,
That's right.
That's true. I'm here in body, not
I'm a
mind.
man of leisure.
Yeah.
Lightning
hit a plane, split it apart, and killed one person as it was landing.
All right.
Maybe.
Oh.
That could happen, too.
I saw a plane mishap in the Caribbean.
You saw
You
it?
were on it?
No. It was, we saw it on the news
Oh,
just now.
what happened?
Yeah, what happened, motherfucker? What? Oh, it went in the water, one of those?
Yeah, yeah.
At least the water's warm down there. It's fine. Everyone
No.
survive?
It's terrible.
Yeah?
It's terrible.
I'm sorry.
I just can't get over this fucking Steve.
It's just
like, why wouldn't he leave a message? Because
Eat, Pray, Love, first of all, was a massive book. I cannot tell you how many weeks that's on the bestseller list. I mean, that was a massive book.
Did that book get in the way of yours?
It laughed at mine.
Oh,
they're talking about it, huh?
What? Yeah, there's a woman.
Where?
She's probably the author.
Many different contexts that people kind of suppress their independent thinking
No, it's different.
because they think.
But they are talking about this kind of yoga.
I have to go pee again, Jesus. I'll be right
Pee
back. I
again,
have to piss
Jesus? You're
badly.
telling Jesus?
Well, fuck then. Let's take a break.
I have to pee again, Jesus.
Let's take a break. When we get back, Anthony,
Yeah.
we all love the Hulkster, right?
Of course.
He fucking roasted Hasselhoff, too.
Ooh.
And you know he had to have a very good Good set there for Mr. Hasselhoff.
His comedic timing is second to none.
Sure. We're going to...
second to Steve.
We're going to listen to that after the break and some other things, too.
Nice.
So stay there.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Foo Fighters fan, Anthony?
Yeah.
You like the Foo Fighters?
I really am. Definitely like the Foo Fighters. I caught another raccoon over the
Oh, you
weekend. Yes, that's 2 down. Unless it was the same one. I'm just thinking the exterminator guy takes it away for a few days.
Brings it back.
Puts an empty trap there with some bait in it. And then just sneaks back in and switches the cage back again with the raccoon in it. And I'm like, oh, look, another one. It's like, well, we'll keep getting them.
That's very cool. You got 2.
Yeah, this one was a lot more fun. He was very angry. Very upset.
Did you ever learn where the raccoons go?
No, I don't see the guy that takes them away.
Yeah.
He shows up for a very brief period of time, goes by the side of the house and just grabs the cage and loads them in the truck, and off they go to a better place, I believe.
A happy place.
A nice big field way out east, Long Island, probably, in the Pine Barrens.
Sure.
Or somewhere out by the Hamptons.
That's where they dump the raccoons with rabies. Yeah, I'm sure Long Island allows that.
No, the raccoons.
They're dead.
They take them to the raccoon circus down there in Florida.
Raccoon circus.
The raccoon circus. Mr. Jangles go down there to raccoon circus.
What would they do to Mr. Jangles?
Mr. Jangles? Percy stepped on him.
That's funny.
But, you know, the big black guy with the flies that came out of his mouth made him better. Mr. Jangles.
Good old Mr. Jangles. I got a story about an asshole. You want to hear about an asshole?
What?
This fucking asshole. Listen to this.
Yes, did you call? I thought I heard my name.
This is the definition of an asshole, this fucking story.
Produce.
Yes.
Lucky escape for boy, 13, hit by lightning at 13:13 on Friday the 13th. What an
Damn.
asshole.
Wow. Why would you be outside?
Yeah, why would you step out if you're 13 on Friday the 13th?
That really happened. How do they know
at
this
13,
second?
13?
113?
Did they look at his watch? Maybe
Young
stopped.
Benjamin Franklin.
13-year-old boy was struck by lightning at 13:13 hours on Friday the 13th, according to reports. The teen was watching an air show in England when he was struck and was later treated for burns to his shoulder.
Burns.
Expected to make a full recovery. Suddenly, there was this huge crack of lightning. I just want to see how they know it was 13:13. He had a minor burn on his shoulder and was taken to a hospital.
A minor bird?
A minor burn.
Oh.
It could have been a lot worse, he said, adding, it's all a bit strange that he was 13 and it happened at 13:13 on Friday the 13th.
I'm thinking it was the watch. He probably had a watch that stopped working exactly when the lightning hit him.
Yeah.
And it was 13:13, which would be 1:13.
You know how we were trying to figure out the Steve Eat, Pray, Love fucking thing?
Yeah.
Rex in Massachusetts. Eat, gay, produce.
Yes, I'm sure. Eat, do nothing, eat. Steve.
Good old Steve. Keep doing what you're doing.
A lot of people are saying that story
is bullshit.
Not quite buying it.
Yeah.
Not quite buying it. Might be one of those little internet rumor stories.
Oh, really? Just to keep everyone not thinking about the war?
It's
when they do that. Fuck.
Not thinking about the war, man. It's a
That's why they do it,
distraction.
man.
It's a bit strange. Ambulance team leader tells newspaper. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. That didn't happen in England.
Give it a watch.
They make up half their shit over there.
They do.
Where's Sam? Hulk Hogan roasted fucking Hasselhoff. I heard it was terrific.
Who did?
Hulk.
Oh, the Hulkster.
The Hulkster. We love the Hulk.
He is.
We're all about the Hulk on this show, man. If Hulk is doing something, we want to know about it, right?
And he can deliver a line. Knows exactly how to deliver a comedic line. We've heard it before. He's a very funny man, Hulk Hogan.
Well, yeah, we were just playing like last week is what he's doing in TNA now, and you guys were loving that.
It's just the best.
Yeah, the Hulkster.
It's fantastic.
Remember how well you said he yelled?
He is a good yeller. What's he
Certainly
doing
is,
now?
Jimmy.
He was one
He's
of the
roasting instead of you.
roasters.
You know, Comedy Central decided Hulk Hogan needs to roast David Hasselhoff, not a comedian like Jim Norton. That should drive you fucking
No,
nuts.
that doesn't, because they may actually be friends, and that to me, that's the spirit of the roast. If those guys know
A lot
each
of
other.
times they're not friends, I've learned over the years.
I don't know.
You'd think they're friends, but they just kind of pick people from all walks of life.
Fake
Also,
friend.
there's something in the delivery that tells me that maybe Hulk Hogan might not have written every joke himself.
What?
That's right.
No,
No, he's a funny guy. I bet you he wrote his own material for the roast. Seth MacFarlane intros Hulk, and Hulk takes a risk and starts with wrestling material.
I mean, you know, he is risky. He doesn't go for the safe stuff.
Cool.
Our next roaster is an athlete, a performer, and a father.
I want to play a game, Ant. Can I have the bell, or you want to do it? I want to know how many catchphrase. I want you to pop that bell every time Hulk Hogan says "brother."
Oh, a Hogan catchphrase.
You need a carpal tunnel.
Oh, Jesus.
Is brother the big one here?
He likes to say that word.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And Hulk, may I say, your daughter, Brooke Hogan, has blossomed into a very, very beautiful young man.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
shit! He said it.
Wow.
Seth
Wow.
MacFarlane, Family Guy, doing a good job as the host master.
The Hulkster wasn't happy with that joke.
He wasn't amused by it?
He didn't seem to
tough
be taking
shit.
it in
That's
in
what
good
happens at a
spirits.
roast.
Exactly. Old fucking rotten broomwig.
Ooh. Getting a water delivery from Poland Springs.
Greg Giraldo said,
I love my cameras.
He said they should have
He
changed.
should have said, "I love my life."
Should have changed Hulk Hogan's TV show from Hogan Knows Best to Hogan Grows Breasts. Because he's old and has bitch titties. Who said that? Giraldo.
Wow.
Geraldo rules.
Holy shit.
Fucking.
That's brutal, man.
Hulk, later on when these jokes are explained to you, you're going to be so pissed. Please welcome the next great sports star to die, Hulk Hogan.
He had his big bandana and boa
Time for war. Hey, Lisa. How's it going, brother? Hey, dude. You know, I haven't seen you since you beat my ass in WrestleMania 4. Of course, back in those days, Lisa wrestled under the name Andre the Vagiant.
It's, you know.
What was the visual joke? I didn't get it.
Lisa Lampanelli?
Yes,
Oh, Lisa.
Yeah, just Lisa Lampanelli.
Hey, brother.
Oh,
She was Andre the Vagiant.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
For a wrestler.
Yeah. Why are you sticking up for the Hulkster?
I'm
You
not.
don't-
I
you
mean,
don't have to.
no, dude.
Let
I'm
him
just-
eat his balls.
Dude, I'm not. I'm
It's
just,
so much more fun if he eats his balls.
I have to be truthful. Believe me, I'd kill him if I thought it was douchey. But that's not bad to attack Lisa. You know, calling her brother. I can accept.
Brother.
All right. Let's continue.
Of course, I recognize Jeff backstage. His face all puffy, red and stubbly. He looks like something Pam Anderson. So I'm sorry. Do I have to say this?
Want to still defend your friend, the Hulkster there?
You could tell if you listen to his voice.
What happened?
He drops the. He probably thought that this part would be clipped in editing, and Comedy Central decided, no, we'll leave this part.
we're just
make him
gonna
look
leave
stupid.
it there.
Something Pam Anderson. So I'm sorry. Do I have to say this?
All right.
He looks like something Pam Anderson had burned off her lips.
Hilarious.
Holy shit.
Why wouldn't you say that?
Because he fucked up. That's why. And then he was trying to cover himself.
Is it Anderson?
He read
Yeah.
wrong.
Pam Anderson.
Yeah, he read wrong, and then he was trying to cover himself. That's what that was about.
Yeah.
And he didn't write any of this stuff.
I hope not.
Of course not.
Seriously, Hoff. Brother, doesn't it bother you that your career is in the same toilet that Lisa drinks out of?
That's also funny.
That's very good.
But brother, I love you, man. And I hope you keep on doing your thing, Hoff. Because when you're gone, there's nobody that will ever take your place. Except maybe that guy from Airwolf. Well, I guess in closing, there's just one question to ask you, Hoff. So what you gonna do, brother, when nobody will hire you?
And then he rips his shirt off.
Right. But under his Hulkamania shirt, he had another red and yellow shirt that said "Suck it, Hoff."
All right.
Suck it.
Well, that's
Hoff.
kind of fun.
Yeah, you know.
That was fun.
I don't hold him to the same standards as a comedian.
Exactly.
If they're friends, he belongs on it. But if they're not friends, he doesn't.
He's just up there doing his thing.
Yeah, it must be fun.
Being the Hulkster.
People saying played Lisa Lampanelli ripping into the Hulk. Did she have a good set?
Lisa was probably good.
Yeah, I go pull Lisa Lampanelli if you want.
She's good at those things.
Or maybe we could all just watch the roast.
Watch the.
It's the only way I'll know what goes on there.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I'm not
That's
good
not
enough.
Oh, Jimmy.
good. I'm not good enough.
You're so good as right.
You're funny.
Oh, damn.
You're-
Come on.
Do you just want to bite their faces, Jimmy?
No, it is what it is.
Stay with it.
What happened?
Well, the camera's fucking up at this car
Pixelating.
chase in Los Angeles.
Why? If there's a crash, they're going to cut it anyway.
I know.
Is that their thing now?
Yeah, they cut it.
Which one are they chasing, Ant?
I know. I think the white pickup.
Oh.
But it's not really going that fast now, but it was going really fast. And
Dude, there's no way to get away from a fucking... Unless you park in an underground mall parking lot
yeah.
and have a change of clothes. I mean, there's nothing you're going to do.
Yeah, the helicopters got you.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Can't outrun
these
that
things are
helicopter.
Just huge in L.A. Happen all the time. Oh, he's picking up speed again. Here he goes. He's feeling ballsy. On those freeways, look at the sun's right in his eyes, too. It's like...
Yeah, what did he just...
The sun's just coming up in California, so the sun is right in his fucking eyes.
6:57. What could the guy have possibly done at 6:57 in the morning?
It's probably trying to go to work. He's like me. He's just trying to get to work on time.
What is with this fucking choppy, lousy camera?
I know. This stupid helicopter is probably got some cheap fucking thing on it.
Do you think a helicopter, like, guy keeps looking in front of him to make sure he doesn't hit something? 'Cause I keep thinking the helicopter's going to run into something, but he won't.
I think one guy runs the camera and one guy flies the helicopter.
Oh, I thought it was one man. Going backwards because he's flying on the left side. He's going backwards.
Just one guy. Yeah, this guy's just... where are the cops, though? I haven't seen one fucking police car.
Maybe they're behind him.
Or they'll
I would assume they're behind him at some point.
Where's the fuzz?
But a pickup truck ain't going to do that.
All right, innocent man freed. Black guy coming up on CNN. Freed in a green. I wonder how long was he in jail for?
Where's
and
the
for what?
innocent guy?
Oh, Ant, don't be fresh.
Oh, stop. Come on. I was kidding, of course. It's a joke.
I have so fucking turned against the death penalty.
Have you really?
Oh, I can't have it.
I don't know.
For that reason only.
But I think a lot of death penalty cases are pretty ironclad.
A lot
I
are.
don't think they just take one person's eyewitness report.
Whoa. Wow,
No.
we just shot across 4 lanes nicely.
Yeah, good move.
I think that a lot of them are.
You know, I think a lot of them are ironclad.
But until all of them are ironclad, I'm not gonna be. I can't be for it. It's not right.
I'm for it, but unless you are absolutely sure,
we're never
then
gonna have
give them life.
But that's what they say now.
We're never gonna have a perfect system. We might lose a few innocent ones.
Yeah, but
for the good of everyone else.
Who said that? I would rather see 10 guilty men be set free than one.
I don't agree with
innocent
being
man.
set free,
Blah,
but put
blah,
to
blah.
death, you can't have that.
Wow, look at this move. Nice. Now I'm
going
swinging
around.
back to the slow lane.
Where's the
He's
police?
not really going that fast. And yet, where are the cops?
He
There's
is
no-
though. He's going fast. They're all doing 60, and he's zipping right past them. This guy was going any
Barely.
faster, Ant. It would seem like the turtle racing a bunch of rabbit racing a bunch of turtles.
Amy in Alabama wants to talk to Jim Norton.
Amy?
A lot of Jimmy fans today.
What you gonna do?
Amy, what up?
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm here with my cousin, Kirsten. Say hey, Kirsten. Hello.
Hi, Amy.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Hi, Amy.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
what's-
can.
What's going on? What are you
Okay.
doing?
Okay, first of all, we woke up this morning to Awake and Bake Ricky Bobby's.
Awake,
My cousin, do what?
awake and bake. So you're smoking a little weed?
Yeah, that's all we do down here. Fuck and smoke weed in Alabama.
Fuck and smoke
Nice.
weed.
Joe Rogan style. But anyways, okay. Got a little story about a little pipe named Little Jim.
Okay.
We were in one of the darker neighborhoods in our community.
Different time zone. Get it? See the sun rises. Forget it. Go ahead. Oh, flat tire.
Right. Well, we saw this crusty old beat down head shop, and we were like, okay, dude, we so got to go in here.
Hold on. The pickup truck is
on.
literally going a mile an hour.
Yeah,
We got to see how this ends.
His tire's
Amy,
blown
hold on
out
a
in the
second.
back.
Hold on.
He's not going anywhere.
This pixelated camera is enraging me. Why doesn't he just go through the fence, this asshat? Oh, fuck.
His
That is a
tire's
flat.
just flapping in the breeze.
Look at there's a condom on it. Oh, fuck.
Now the cops. Oh, there the cops. Now the cops are only there like hornets.
The cops already have their fucking doors
Their
open, ready to
doors are
jump out.
open.
Dude, the cops are smart. They're ready to fucking pounce on this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what
this
he
guy's
should do
ready.
is just drive through that fence.
All right,
Yeah, but he can't get any traction.
Yeah, he's-
that rear wheel's done. I think if he tries going anywhere, they would just pit him.
You think he's going to run?
No. Now they have the obligatory standoff.
Oh, my
Where, look how many. Where did all those cops
There's
come
like
from?
10 cop cars.
They're all running
Hold
out
on, Amy.
now,
Hold on.
taking cover behind
And
the
he's
door.
trying
to drive away.
He just got them all out of the car.
And now he's
That's got to piss him off.
and now he's back driving about a mile and a half an hour.
He's trying to zip along. He can't.
He got him out of the cars. They got to pit him now. It'll be so easy with one
What's that
wheel
mean,
gone.
pit? Oh, yeah.
Oh, when they take it and hit him with the front of the cop car.
How
and spin him
embarrassing
around.
is it to be stuck behind this mess? What a slowpoke.
Slow poke.
You think there's going to be some rubbernecking delays in this area
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
That tire is making me laugh.
That tire is lame. What's he doing? What does he think he's doing?
He doesn't know.
Did they shoot out the tire or?
I don't know if they got him with a spike strip.
Probably
or,
Spike, yeah.
Yeah.
The other one might be fucked up too, though. We
Yeah,
can't. We
yeah.
can only see the left because I guess the helicopter's afraid if he goes over the other way, he'll hit something. Same joke twice.
They have to do something.
Oh my God.
This
Why?
guy's
He's
just,
zipping along.
he's doing 3 miles an hour.
How painful is it to watch somebody drive slow?
I know.
I would be so mad if I was stuck behind this.
You feel for that rim right now.
He's
don't
probably
you?
looking for a place to ditch.
Of course he
where
is.
he can make a run for it. Is he going to open the door?
Imagine if he opened the door and tried locking up and fucking taking his wallet.
Just walk away. Yeah, I got a flat.
And now he just...
He stopped again.
Car stopped.
I bet he wants to just get them all out of the cars and keep going.
Oh God! Okay, and they're all getting out
Oh
of
my
their
God!
cars
Look
again.
how many fucking cop cars. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 cop cars. 15. Another one just popped
15
in.
cop cars.
And the side streets that I said he should go down. Look at them all. Look at the rubberneckers.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting out.
Fucking assholes.
Is he getting out?
Getting out of the vehicle.
Hands up. He's done.
Walk backwards.
Close the door. What a conscientious citizen.
Close the door. Change your tire.
Yes. You have a flat, sir.
He's walking toward him. Hands in the air now.
Now they're just going to rush him. Hey, where's he going with his hands?
They might have told him to take his shirt off or lift his shirt.
Not with his hands.
They might have told him to.
How about you zoom in?
I know.
Keep your hands off your head.
We can handle if someone dies on TV. Zoom
I
in.
know. Come on. I want
Let's
to
take
see
a
his
look
head
at this.
explode.
He's walking backwards with his hands on his head.
Boy, these...
White guy, by the way.
And
this poor innocent man.
No, he's down on the ground.
Get your hands up above your head. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's putting his hand on his
He
knee.
keeps putting his hands down. Where's he going?
Now he's
Wait, he's going back to. He's just getting up and going back to the truck. Holy shit!
And he's driving away again. And they're all running back to their cars.
He had it. He didn't want to listen. This motherfucker
guy rules.
got out of the
to the
Zoom
truck.
in, you fuck.
Dude, he walked back to the truck and got in annoyed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They told him to get out.
I bet I know why. I bet the pavement was hot, and I bet he wasn't going to lay on the fucking sun-baked pavement, and he's going to shade.
No way. He was annoyed.
He just
He
walked
didn't
back
like
to his
the
car.
orders they
He
were
said,
giving
fuck
him.
that. Oh,
What
that's
is he
classic.
doing?
All right, now he's back down
Now,
the
they are
car.
going to take him down so fucking hard now. It is going to be ridiculous.
But it was funny to watch
Come
them.
on, close up, you fucking pussies.
To watch them all run back to their cars was hilarious.
All right, now he's back on his knees with his hands over his head.
All right.
He's on all fours. Now he's on his belly, hands on his head.
He just had a moment where he's like, I'm going to jail. Well, let me get out of here.
That was so fucking funny. All the cops scrambling to get back in their cars.
That was really funny, man.
Just pounce on him now. Cross your ankles. There he goes. Now, there are about 20 cops pointing guns at this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an overkill.
If he gets up again.
That was the fucking greatest thing.
I've never seen anything that funny in a chase before.
And they all ran back to their cars.
Yeah, he scrambled back to the cars.
Just open the door.
What are they like waiting for at this point? I wonder what they're.
Huh?
I think there's someone else in the car.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
The passenger door is open.
I
There's
didn't
movement
notice
through the
that.
windshield.
Sam with his good eyes.
Well, you gotta. I would just start shooting through the cab of the vehicle,
Grenades.
taking him out. All right, now they've got to smash this guy down.
Yeah, they're just cuffing him.
Yeah.
They got him.
I want to see a nice fucking club beating, though.
Cops got him.
But he is a
without
white
roughing him
guy.
up.
They can't hit him with the club. It's against the law.
And then there's the guy in the car.
Guy in the car now.
They're
Okay,
fusing it out.
they got guns on him.
Boy, do they. All right, they got the one guy out of the area.
He's in Dutch.
Make a break for it. He's in Dutch. You think he's spending the night in jail?
Do you know how fast you'd have to run to get away from all those guys?
Oh my God. Yep.
The
he's
other
out.
guy's getting
Is
out of
that-
the car.
Is that another guy or is it
Girl?
a chick or something?
The chick.
It's a girl.
Is
She's
it?
got her little pocketbook.
I bet that guy's gonna get in big trouble.
Why would she
got a
take
little
her
pocketbook.
pocketbook with her,
Now she's
knowing
going
they're not going to
backwards.
let her keep it?
By the way, the fucking KNBC camera's much better than the fucking Fox News one.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm having a good time over here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ope's got the good one. The Fox News is all fucking.
Oh, wait, the
bright.
Fox is ahead, though.
Now take your clothes off.
Wait, that's the future over there, though.
I'll bet you
She's-
that one
she's
over there
on the
that you're
ground
looking
over
at
there.
is just in cases of death.
Yeah, they,
Oh,
they
really?
always put the
You're
delay.
looking at the future over there. I would go back to Fox. That's
I'd
the
just
future.
grab her tits.
Yeah, lick her asshole right there on the street. How much trouble would a cop get in if he started licking her ass in front of everybody?
All right, they got her.
Oh, they're being a little gentle with her.
What? They keep pointing at the car. Is there another
Probably a
person in the
baby or
car?
something.
They don't know.
Oh, shit. All right, so now they got the woman. They're dragging her out of the scene. And now they're slowly going up to the car.
Oh, anyone in the bed?
No one
Just
in the
shoot
bed.
it. Shoot something.
They're going in, and they're taking their guns down.
Oh, clear.
Clear. All
What a
clear.
good chase. That guy was so goddamn funny getting up and getting back into that vehicle.
And his wife,
Wow.
He probably had to finish an argument with his girlfriend.
You think that's it?
Yes.
She started yelling at him. He heard it and was
I
like,
told you that you
1 minute, 1 minute, officers.
1 minute, I gotta go
I'm
back
getting
and
up
call her a
telling this
cunt.
bitch.
Yeah.
Before I ruin my life, I really got to go
Yeah.
back in and do the right thing for mankind.
God damn.
Jesus. Hey, that was a good one, man.
Good
Yeah.
chase. Good
The guy was on
funny
the
finish.
ground and then said, fuck that, and went back in his car.
Funny
classic, classic.
Hey, went to put his
Sorry,
hands
Amy,
in.
we had you on hold there.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Amy.
What you want to do?
The virtue. To make a short story short. Okay, we got a pipe. We just was.
Oh, I was going to say, that is a short story.
What?
God.
Short and chunky and all that good shit. It makes us happy, so we named him Little Jim. All right, well, long story short, I dropped him. It got a chip in him. Hear it?
It's Jim. It's got a chip in it.
Super cute that you had to hear it. Oh, and we stuck the chip back on with the stinky, shitty tar baby resin on it, and it still worked.
She said tar baby resin.
Yeah, there's some
Baby resin.
tar baby resin on her pipe.
Are you a pretty girl, Amy?
Yes, I am. I would like to say I'm a pretty girl.
How do you have a
I
right?
look a lot like Jennifer Aniston.
Aniston.
Jennifer Anderson. Does your pussy reek like hers?
Yeah, she has a smelly pussy.
Hold on, let me check. Nope, smells like roses.
Are you naked? her phone cut out. I couldn't hear
She's
what
a
she
drug
said.
addict.
You really are high.
What kind of work do you do, Amy?
Work.
Oh, good.
All right.
How old?
I'm a full-time student.
How old are you?
I'm just turned 26 yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
What are the odds of us making good love?
Say what?
What are the odds of us making love?
The odds, like 1 to 1. I mean, like 5 to 1 in your favor.
Making
Oh,
love.
fuck. You just got to connect with her.
Ooh, good, Amy.
So she's a stoner.
Right to Montgomery, Alabama, wade through all the niggers.
Jesus. What the fuck was that?
Alabama, and you'll see the bright light headed in that direction.
The South certainly hasn't changed much over the years.
All right, so you live in Montgomery, Alabama. What are you taking in school? I think I love her.
Nursing.
Oh, God, because she cares about people.
I can fix it up real nice for you.
Oh, God.
So what
If you need any gauze or Band-Aids, I'm your bitch.
Wait, gauze or Band-Aids for what?
For boo-boos.
If you have a boo-boo, she'll fix it up with some gauze or a Band-Aid.
I do have one.
Yeah? You have
Yes.
a boo-boo? Jimmy has a boo-boo.
I have a dry mark on my penis. It needs something wet on it.
Well, I wouldn't want to waste any salve on that. I think I can just and handle it right there for you.
That would be good to get some salve on your hand and vigorously massage it in.
Got to get that salve in there.
Yeah, get some salve on there.
Yes.
Money on salve or lube when God gave us lube in our mouth. It's called spit.
She's a good girl.
She got spit. What are your vital stats? How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
I'm 5 foot even with shoes on, okay?
Uh-huh.
With the last
You go to the doctor.
To your dwarfism?
for Xanax because I have raging problems.
So you went for Xanax for your raging anger problem.
Yeah, that's what I need. One more of those.
One more. What, you've had a few?
You sound like quite a catch.
She smokes the pot, though. The rage has to not be as bad.
I cook them up, and I'll like my ex-boyfriend, he was like so strung out on Xanax, he used to make me shoot him up in his dick hole.
Why? Wait,
Whoa.
wait.
Don't just
wait,
pass
wait.
that.
How would he make you give him Xanax? Pot rules.
Yeah, I used to tie his dick off and shoot him up straight in his dick hole. So.
What do you mean? You would crush? Wait, you would crush up the Xanax?
Yeah, put them in a spoon, cook them up like they do on the intervention. You know, you've seen.
Oh, like heroin? Will Xanax even melt if you put it in a spoon and burn it?
I don't know. You put water in there or something.
Oh, you put water in it and let it dissolve a little bit, and then you.
Yeah, I let the water kind of.
Why would you shoot it up in his dick hole?
Because it goes straight to the main vein, dude. It hits you harder.
Wow.
Complete fabrication, by the way, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you lying?
Yeah, I think so. But anyways, long story short, okay, we told a little story. We got another piece, but little Jim is nicely rolled away in toilet paper, so he will forever be remembered, and he's in the drawer of our hut. So little Jim and his chip and his tar baby resin are rolled up in a
This
nice
chick is fucked up, man.
Yeah, she's under the influence.
You are really fucked up.
I'm above the influence. Anti-drug.
Above the influence. What are your plans for today? What are you gonna do?
Probably lay around, watch a little TV, go use the bathroom, eat some food, watch some more TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone there to fuck you?
Well, my cousin, but
Well, you are in Alabama.
we are in Alabama. Oh wait, we're not even blood related, Kirsten.
There you go.
I won't tell Matt if you won't.
Oh wait, is your cousin a girl?
Yeah, well, she's married to my cousin, and yeah, well, I call her my cousin. She's the girl.
Oh, so you're gonna just like do scissor each other and lick each other's pussies?
If I did anything, scissors wouldn't work. We'd have to double head dildo it because.
Yeah, you got one?
Not a double header, no, but we each have a dildo.
Oh, you could just
you do me,
do
I
that.
do you, right?
You guys,
I've got.
You guys should use the dildos, I'm thinking.
Yeah, slide one in.
Yeah, just slide one in. No one's looking.
Go get Joe Rogan. Hold on. Let me go get Joe Rogan.
Is that the dildo? She calls it Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
All right, she's getting Joe Rogan. This is good.
I don't like the fact that I'm the broken pipe and the fucking dildo is Rogan. I resent that. It's probably more accurate that way, but...
Jim said he doesn't like that. He's the broken pipe and Rogan's the dildo. Before the pipe, dude, I had a butterfly vibrator named Little Jim, so does that feel better?
Yes,
that's nice.
Yes, the vibrator does make me feel a little bit better.
That's good.
Your vibrator's in some holes, ladies.
Cock ring named Steve.
Let me get the batteries out of the remote from the TV, because the one...
By the way, you are really white trash. Do you want to come or watch TV? You have to make a battery decision.
That rules. We've all had to make battery decisions.
Yeah.
I'm not complete white trash.
No.
Just been Sicilian nigger trash, though.
Jesus.
It's funny. This girl really is going to go over there and make herself come a bunch of buckets.
Lump chip.
Yeah, but I like to get it nice and sloppy down there, so it looks like it should look down there like there was a bunch of spilled like clear milk. I'll help you. Just tell me once you start like rubbing it on there.
Where's you got your dildo?
I got it.
All right. Now, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a pink nightgown. Kirsten's wearing panties. She's an exhibitionist.
Well, she used to be an
word.
exhibitionist, but she's not no more.
An exhibitionist.
Oh, I thought she was an exhibitionist.
Yeah.
Exhibitionist.
Right. Okay. Now, why don't you let your cousin-in-law fool around with the dildo and shove it in you?
Yeah.
Right, dude.
I don't have time for romance.
Yeah.
Just shove that fucking thing in there. You got a Facebook?
Yeah, I got a Facebook.
Can we see it?
Of course you can.
All right. What's the name?
Wait, hold on. Tell Travis off the air.
Go ahead. Fuck it.
On the air?
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny's quick. Go.
Yeah. What is it?
Amy Thornton. Look for Montgomery, Alabama.
Look for Montgomery.
Thornton.
All right. Amy Thornton from Montgomery, Alabama. Is it? What's your picture? Two girls, a girl and a guy, the red shirt, the fucking orange balloon.
Hold on. Let me look, dude.
Oh boy. Amy Thornton.
Got black hair. It's just me in the picture.
Just you in the picture with black hair? Is it Thornton?
Yeah, with an N.
Yeah, T-H-R-N, like Thornton.
Is that you? You Jennifer Aniston? Hello?
Are you wearing a T-shirt that says "I love"? What does it say?
England.
England.
I heart England.
No, hell no. I fucking
No.
hate England.
No, that's
All
ugly
right,
Thornton.
thank God, because we were about to hang up on
You're
you.
from somewhere else in Alabama. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we saw another Amy Thornton from another part of Alabama.
And it's not pretty.
Wow. You
Oh, wait. Let me change my picture so you can see it better and you'll find it better. Why's my phone ringing, dude?
What the fuck? Why can't we
Yeah, we're trying to find you.
Where are you, madam?
Amy Thornton.
In Montgomery, Alabama, man.
How do you
Yeah,
spell?
but we-
How do you spell Thornton?
Yeah. How do you
Thornton. Thornton.
Thank you, Jim. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, sweetie.
All right, we're searching.
Kind of like Norton, but there's a thorn in there.
We're searching.
Oh, that's why you know that one.
Amy Norton.
Amy Norton.
Ah, there we go. We're not doing too much.
All right, what's your picture look like?
Well,
It's
we're
really... The picture's dark. Like, when it's small, you can just, like, you can pretty much see my chin and the, like, half of my left cheek. It's
we
really
can't.
dark.
We
Oh,
can't see it.
go down a little. Let's see if we can see the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Her chin and her cheek.
Chin and her cheek.
Yeah, that's her right there. She's got the.
Is that her right there?
Yeah, you wearing a baseball hat, a purple hat?
Oh, hell no. I don't wear hats. Look, what's y'all's? I'll add y'all right quick. I'm doing it right now.
Okay, what's Jen? Danny, you want to give her yours? Because mine, I might have access to mine.
If you go to facebook.com/helloexactly, that would be me.
Hello, exactly. Okay.
Is that her right there?
Facebook. Hold on, y'all. Facebook.com.
You suck.
Hello.
Exactly. HELLOEXACTLY.
It's got to be this one.
Oh, that's it.
All right, we got you.
I think we got you.
Wait, you got me?
I think we got
We
you.
don't know yet. We'll
Is
let
there
you.
like some a shadow across most of your face?
Yeah.
And are you? Is she in a car or?
Yeah, I'm gonna add you as a
I'm in
friend.
a car. I'm in a car. Come on.
We can't. Hold on.
right.
Just accept Danny so we can see your pictures. We can't see your pictures.
Yeah, he just sent a friend
I
request.
sent a friend request to you, Amy.
What? What?
I'm waiting on the friend request.
Hold on.
All right, you got a friend request?
Me?
Not yet.
Danny sent you one.
Wait, now I have 2 friend requests.
2 friend requests. Let's
Well,
see.
that's because all these guys are going to fucking friend request
And
you.
none of them are her.
Oh, Facebook.
Oh, goddamn slow motion Facebook.
I'll stop confirming these zeros.
But now I have more friends.
Danny's just being polite, confirming these zilches.
No, that's the messages. My bad. No,
Yeah.
Phil Prawl. Who the fuck is that? Oh, sweet. Who's Phil? Oh, somebody just sent me a message about O&A. Never mind. Okay, whatever.
What are you doing?
She's so excited about nothing.
What a junkie.
Hey, I'm easy to please, man.
Cool.
Oh, yeah?
You must be.
Well, I'm just going to go to Hello Exactly now because I haven't gotten your friend request yet, dude.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's right
It's,
there.
I sent it. It says that I'm awaiting your confirmation.
Oh.
Holy shit, 85 friend requests?
Well, how come Danny? Hey, hello exactly.
Well, find mine.
Find hello exactly. Fuck everybody else.
Exactly.
Exactly. Hello.
God, dude, I can't get through 85 fucking people.
Right, just go to Hello Exactly.
Okay, I'm adding... Oh, motherfucker.
Christ.
Motherfucker.
Fellas, bear with me. Jesus Christ.
None of these are you.
Hold on. No, you found me because I got like...
Guys, love is trying to find itself. What's happening here?
Love is trying to find itself.
All right, wait, let me go back to Hello Exactly.
She's really bad at this.
Yeah, you're not good at this, Amy.
I read Happy Endings, by the way. Yeah, fat girls are fucking repulsive, and I think you're fantastic. And you're a genius.
Oh, thank you.
Writer.
Thank you very much.
Jimmy.
Me and this Amy have a lot in common, except
Nice.
for our Facebook
Yeah.
use.
Okay, here I go. Respond to friend request. Okay, it appears that Hello Exactly already. I'm just gonna have to go. Hold on, just one moment, please. And
And what?
Just accept the friend request.
Accept the fucking friend request.
No, wait, you got
You gotta wait for the page to load. Hold on, this ain't fucking no Macintosh here.
What are you on, a dial-up?
No, I mean we may be from the south. Yeah, like I said, we're from the south. Everything runs.
You may be from the South? You said niggers twice in this phone call. You're definitely from the South.
Exactly.
Now you're Dr. Laura.
Oh God, I'm gonna get some hate mail, but that's cool. I stand up for what I believe in.
Had a girl. We did not take it.
Rhyme with right for no reason. You know what I mean?
Can't.
Who am I accepting? Give
For-
me the name of the.
Hello, exactly.
Can you just go to facebook.com/hello exactly? Don't search for that in the people finder. Just put that in as a URL.
Oh Jesus!
Hold on.
Holy moly!
Wait,
Language.
See,
my home.
Then add them from that. Okay, they already sent a mess. No, they didn't. Hey. Shit.
Oh my!
I wish I could get this high. I can't.
I have to go through all these fucking ads to find you guys.
Explain it again.
No.
Danny, explain it again.
See, here's what you got to do. See, you just go. Do you know how to? This is like that Voss tech support call.
Yeah.
You have a browser open, right? Okay. You know where you type in where you want to go on the internet? Like, you know, when you want to go to Google and you want to, when you want to shop for herbal THC online, where you type in where you want to go, just put in facebook.com/ and then hello exactly, which is one word. And then that gets you to my page, which you can then add me as a friend, and then we could look at your pictures.
I went to your page, dude, and it said, like, that you've already sent an ad. It won't let me even add you.
Do you know how to use Facebook?
Sure. Hey, send a message, and, like, I can add you from that.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
That's true.
All right, he's sending a message.
I'm doing it right now. The subject says add me.
You know how to use it.
Message
Add me.
says add me.
Add me. Just write add me a lot.
Don't know why.
Add me, you stoned whore.
Okay, there you go.
Don't be a
Message has just been sent.
All right, I sent the message.
You can always send them to friends.
Did you get it yet?
I'm gotta scroll all the way back up from this clusterfuck of friend ads.
Holy
Hold on.
Friend ads.
She's so fucked up.
Jesus, help me. Hold on. All right, here we go. I'm almost there. Holy shit. Well, I'm a local celebrity, Kirsten.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Jimmy! Yay! Okay. All right, let me ask you. Hold on, little Jim.
That's not me. That's Danny.
No, it's Danny.
All right, I got the what do you call that shit? Where like they like
addiction,
chlamydia.
I got the talk to the hand, basically the time that the hourglass. Thank you.
Oh, girl, talk to the shotgun barrel.
And again, we're still not.
You're still not my friend.
How is this possible?
How?
All right, I'm almost there. Hold on.
Wow.
The friend request just keep denied. My cousin said congratulations on the Opus baby.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, me too, I guess. Whatever, baby stuff. I'm just kidding. I love those little bastards.
How long is this going to take?
I don't know.
I'm stunned.
But if you were wasted, you wouldn't even notice that this was a problem, right?
Anthony, here I come. No, that's some dude
No, go to-
talking about.
No. It's
All right,
just
Danny,
hello.
try
I
again.
sent you a message.
Try again, Danny.
Amy.
Amy. Slow down.
Listen for a
Go
second.
to your messages.
Go to your messages because I sent you a message, remember?
I did.
That was only like 40 seconds ago.
It's hello exactly. That's the name. Hello exactly is the name.
No, that's my
that
URL.
Danny
That's the
goes
URL,
under.
and then you'll see my name is Danny, right? So you're going to go into your messages and see that you have a message from me, and the subject is add me, and then the body of the message says you stoned whore.
Okay.
Did you find that message?
Look at that picture. Look, respond to friend request. I need to push that button.
Yes.
Right, yeah. Hey, come on.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
Exactly.
Exactly right.
Man, fuck Facebook. I'm ready to use
Let's see if she could use a vibrator.
Did you find it?
Could we see if you could use a vibrator properly? Maybe
Wow, I
we
have
should
a lot
start
of friend
there.
requests.
All right, hold on. I got to confirm. Let me think about it. Do I want... Yeah. Okay.
What's the name?
Amy Thornton Jimmy.
No.
Newman,
What's the name you're confirming right now? Hello?
Hello.
Exactly.
What's the name? Amy? What's the name you're confirming as a friend right now?
Yeah.
Jim Norton.
No.
I'm confused.
Amy, yes, you are. Listen to me, Amy.
You're
Listen.
going to try it.
Listen to me.
All right, that's good. Try.
The name you want to confirm is Hello Exactly.
What?
Look for the name. The name itself is Hello Exactly.
Well, my name is Danny, so it's going to show up as Danny. But if you just go, like I was trying to say 1,000 times already,
She's not going to get it.
Go to if you just do Facebook.com, right, and then you put a slash and then Hello Exactly, you're going to get right to my page, and then you could just fucking add me. Isn't that easy?
Button confused me because it didn't say add as a friend. It was confusing. Okay?
I know, Angel. Listen,
Thank you.
that's okay.
I'm working on it right now.
Yes, you are.
So you're on Friendster, right?
LLOEXACTLY. Enter.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you're there, right? MySpace.com/Friendster, right?
MySpace.
All right, good. Making sure you're paying attention. Good job, madam.
Yeah,
Now,
we're
do you
doing
see a
good now.
picture of a man with Michio Kaku?
Hold on.
All right, where are you going? You're right here. Yes. Do you want to produce a radio show?
I put it in the wrong hole. That's what she said. But I typed it in the wrong thingy-majig. Okay,
We know you did.
responding to Danny Ross.
Yes. Go. Do it.
No, Jim Norton.
Do it.
I did it.
All right, you did it. Now we can
Oh,
look.
there it is.
Okay.
Amy Thornton.
All right.
Accepted
Look
my
at the page.
Now
That
let's
only took
say,
20 minutes.
holy shit.
Now you can look at your page.
All right, let's go. Now we're in business.
All right, here's all Amy's pictures.
All right, pop a few up.
Who is this
Let's
bitch?
take a look.
And the Jennifer Aniston thing was a complete farce.
We know.
No, kind of dwarfy. It's not bad.
You got beer between your tits? Is that what you're doing?
Oh,
She's a
should have fucking
chunky.
got him and taken that one off.
I love you on Jersey Shore.
She has giant tits.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, you got
bigums.
You got giant tits, don't you?
She's lovely.
Yeah, they're a little on the beefy side.
She's a cute girl.
See, cute. I can deal with cute.
Yeah, you are. You look good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now play with your vagina.
Well, that's me.
A little too much forehead.
Nah, she has nice little lips. She'd probably be a good kisser.
Depending on the angle.
Yeah, dwarfism. Would you play with your vagina?
Some of your angles are good. Should go through life sideways, and you would
Holy
be really.
fucking shit! That guy was cleared of DNA evidence after 27 years in jail for rape.
He probably did something.
Fuck that, man. God damn it.
Hey, good old DNA, huh?
DNA testing should be fucking used for every inmate free of charge immediately.
And that guy knew for 27
God
years that he didn't do
almighty.
it. That is a little crazy, Jimmy.
Yeah, he was.
Hey,
probably
what about
drunk.
this picture, Jimmy?
That's sickening. She's good. She looks great. She has a cute little mouth. That is
All right,
sickening.
you girls using your vibrators yet?
We've been on top of that the whole time. I mean,
his whole life, man.
Yeah. Oh boy. I don't think they have vibrators out. I don't think they're doing anything. I think they're just sitting there smoking pot and drinking.
No, actually, funny story. This is because I didn't know the silver bullet not to use it in the shower, and it was not a good again. I now know they make waterproof ones.
okay.
The world's just funny, isn't it?
It's just so fucking funny. I could piss all over myself.
Well, are there any nudes of you up here anywhere?
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
No. Any bikinis?
I think I've got, I think so, yeah. Flip through. I think there's, I don't know.
Because you're really not. I haven't seen one full shot of you. A lot of Facebook voodoo going on, as they call it.
I like your Farmville photos.
Farmville. Your farm in Farmville stinks.
I know, right?
That is the most pathetic little shitty farm I've ever seen
What the
in my
fuck
life.
is Farmville?
It's like this. It's like The Sims, right?
Dude, who enjoys Farmville?
kinda.
It's like Sim Farm. You know?
What a hillbilly.
You're surprised that a pothead doesn't have their Farmville together.
27 fucking years, man.
I know,
How
but
come
we're talking to
DNA
this
is not
hot
used
chick right now.
How is DNA not just used for everyone? It's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Michelle Obama spends $300,000 on a vacation of taxpayer money, and we got guys sitting in jail. It's fucking annoying. All right, but back to this sexy call.
Yeah, we'll do more on that story tomorrow. Absolutely.
That makes me really sick.
It's breaking now. We'll be all over that tomorrow, Jimmy. No problem.
Well.
Well, Amy, are we going to get anything else done, or did we do it?
That was it, man. We just wanted to share a little story, and yeah, we're an Opie and Anthony family, and we're. My cousin, who's at work right now, and is probably fucking listening to this, freaking the fuck out. He's gonna die, but anyways.
All right. Well, we'll pick this up tomorrow then.
But anyways, and he's a huge realist. Quote fingers. Anyways, okay. Yeah, that was it, man. It was cool talking to you guys.
All right, Amy.
All right, Amy.
Very nice.
Thank you. Amy
Goodbye.
Thornton, everyone.
She's a nice girl.
Yeah. All right.
What a stoned idiot.
Yes. They're still listening. Amy, call us back one of these days. All right.
There she goes.
Yeah, we'll do a lot on that story tomorrow.
We're time to go home. I got a tinkle. I got a meeting.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Yeah.
I gonna check the diverticulitis. You know, a lot of times mucus, the formation,
Jimmy does the best Dr. Steve
A
impression.
lot of times, inflammation
You just gotta throw words around like that.
can be
and go,
attributed to the mucous membrane buildup. Yeah, that's what I would do. You might want to drink this. It's purple tumors ground up into liquid. Boo.
Shit.
All right, with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye.